It's unlisted. Let me change it. Hang on, let me have a look. Check.
Oh, if you're good.
Ladies, gents, boys and girls, welcome back to League of Irish Ball. Me, Seb.
Me, Shane.
Me, Darren in the corner.
And me, Luke.
Lads, how are we?
I'm good, man.
By the way, I've just typed up all the awards. I haven't got one in front of me, so I have no idea what the awards are tonight, lads.
Bit of a slow start, this, isn't it?
It's all on my phone. It's all on Shane's laptop. I've got the wrong laptop. I might have to switch laptops with you. But anyway,
You
lads.
can have this or you have it on my phone.
What's the score? So we got a couple in the chat anyway. We got Erin Loughlin in. She said, good evening. We got Jay Ballsy in. And we've got, I'm not even going to pronounce that, lad, but Galway Shells, the Classico 1-0. Jay Kennedy's in as well.
Yeah, just for fun's sake, pronounce that name. Go on. It's not as bad as you think. Go on, try it.
Go
on.
Darren
Oh my God.
McDonough.
You got the second name right, yeah.
Yeah.
Dermot.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Sorry, Dermot.
Like Dermot,
Thanks.
but not the English version.
Thanks. Cheers to that, lads. Anyway, Luke, what's the score? How are you?
Great to be back. Yeah, delighted to be here.
Good to have you.
Yeah,
Good
great
to have
be
you.
back.
Shane, not so happy
Yeah.
after
No, yeah,
Galway
bad.
Shells?
Yeah, another draw, another non-win at home.
Yeah.
I just thought we were doing the award show tonight. I thought we were not touching on last week.
Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't have really brought it
Didn't
up.
you just say?
I should not brought it up.
I thought we were having about Love Island tonight, no? Is that
Yeah.
not- we
Oh
not
yeah, no,
that?
that's definitely what you.
We want to know if Fitzy's staying in. That's what we want to know.
You don't,
The
you've
most
got it
important thing.
You've got it recorded, lads. You
Yeah, I don't want to know. Nobody
don't
say
wanna
nothing.
know.
Nobody say nothing.
Seb, actually, I'm going to go to the wide camera for a second. Just want you to touch on what jerseys are hanging up tonight.
Oh yeah, look, we've
Get that woody up.
we got two classics up here. This was Shane's idea, by the way. I won't be taking any credit for this. Shane said one night we should have your attire up there, Seb. Let's get the wacky clothes in.
That's
And
some
seeing
of
as
Seb's
it's the award show, you can decide what the worst attire was of the season as well. So we've got it hanging up here. Shane wanted the old faithful on his side, and as he's the resident guest on that side, we decided to give Shane what he wants. Sorry, Luke.
No,
You
it's
ended
okay.
up- You ended up with
listen.
second best.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Would you
I'll
wear it
take
yourself?
Yeah, probably would it?
Okay. Yeah, he wants to come
Yeah.
back, lads. He's
Yeah,
kidding.
probably would
He
wear it,
wants to
yeah.
come back. He's trying to
Yeah.
get us on side.
I probably would.
Yeah, this is
Would you-
vintage.
Would you whack that on yourself?
Not now because it's sweating.
Yeah.
Come back
In the winter, yeah, you might
I'm not
not wear
asking
it.
you. I'm not asking you. You're all right.
Did you
Can't wear
notice
that,
the
it's
word
royalty.
Probably would. Not that I would. I probably
Yeah,
would.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
royalty.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Can we acknowledge why we're a little bit late onto the show
I
tonight?
think you have
Absolutely. I think we've got no choice.
Well, I guess I'll take this one. So, just not to bring the mood down entirely because we're all in good form in here today, but my dog got put down today. So I was feeling a bit off and I said, Seb, before the show, I'm going to go for a pint. I'll meet you afterwards. And Seb and the lads, being the good folk they are, said, "Do you know what, Darren? We would never leave you over in the pub by yourself. We'll come and join you." And so they came over and they had a pint with me to say, "Rest in peace, buddy." And we had a pint in the pub. So we ran a little bit behind tonight for me because the lads are being good friends and I appreciate that.
And seeing as we have a drug man sitting here, Tallaght said he'd like to apologise to
Absolutely nobody.
Brilliant.
Very fitting.
In fairness, if they had seen the conversations in the pub, we would have got a lot of viewers, I think. To be honest with you.
We're worn out after it.
Yeah.
We should have just gone live over.
Yeah.
We're
So,
worn out after it. We're worn out after
Yeah.
it. But anyway,
Even
look,
there's a comment there saying 10 minutes late, who we blaming? And I mean, Ben's going to feel bad for asking that now when he hears what I just said.
yeah.
Once that comes true after the delay, Ben's going to be like, "Arsehole, I shouldn't have said that."
I'll tell you what, Jack Kearney's getting straight to the big talking points of the
questions.
night. He said, "What pint do you have, lads?"
Well,
No
us being
questions.
3 adults had a real point.
No, hold on. I'm going to just clear this one up, right? Hold on. So, I would drink Guinness, but in the winter. I wouldn't drink it in the summer. I think Guinness season's over, lads. You need to get onto the lager. without them.
Well, I'm not sure Coors is
Without
lager,
them.
Luke, to be honest with you.
I usually would have a Moretti, but this is
Yeah.
bit expensive. Like,
No, so
yeah.
I'm not sure the barman poured that
three
from the
adults in
tap,
the
to be
room.
honest with you.
The three adults in the room had a Guinness, and you
yeah.
had a Blackburn and Coke or whatever.
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not right, Guinness, though.
He had a fruit shoot, and off we went.
Shoot.
I do like
Real.
Guinness, but this isn't the weather for it.
If you drink it quick enough, though, it doesn't get warm. Like.
Yeah, no, I know, but just,
myth,
it doesn't
isn't it?
feel right.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right.
Top tip from
No,
Shane.
it's a
there.
myth, yeah,
Top
it's a
tip.
myth.
Top tip. Top tip. R.I.P. Buddy in the chat. There you go.
Yeah,
Really?
look, he was 16, God love him. He had his run in. But as I was saying to the lads earlier on, I'm not meaning to bring the show me down around, but he was perfectly healthy up until Saturday, and then he had some sort of seizure/stroke yesterday. And then the vet said, look, bring him in tomorrow. We have to do what we have to do. And we did. So it was an awfully sad day. But as I said, the lads didn't leave me on my own. That was the main thing. So I went over for a point, and the lads came over to send him off the right way.
There
So
you go.
thanks, lads.
So straight down the pub after this, lads, eh?
Yeah. And that's why we're late. So
Yeah.
blame whoever you want. It was me. We're late.
Home
because
with
of me.
Dad's got for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Take
right.
them all over.
Yeah.
I hope you have some sandwiches on, Dan.
Yeah.
For God's sake.
I'll arrange it.
No. You Sambos. Off we
Yeah,
go.
absolutely, yeah.
Anyway, anyone else today? Actually, I'm not going to ask you, Daz. You've got tears in your eyes over there, so you won't be able to read the chat box anyway. So we'll move on to that one. Lads, I'd say we should kick straight on with the show. Although what I do want to touch on is that Shane's brought in a hat tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just to compete
Yeah,
with our Dazzler.
Do we need to go to the wide angle? Do we?
Yeah, just
Get that
quickly.
woolly up there,
Look,
yeah.
he weren't letting you have all the credit tonight,
I was-
Dazzler.
I was going to bring the scarf back, and all saying is we're going vintage. I was going to bring that scarf back, but we left at home, so I brought your hat in instead.
I appreciate that, Shane. Fair play to you now. Fair play to you. Look, it's a belter, and it does. Is it up there with Club the Strongest for you?
It's not quite, but it's not far off. It's a close second, but
Oh, I thought you were going to give something else than that now. I thought it was going to be more of a cane than
No, he's
second.
treated you nicely.
Yeah,
Treated you nicely.
Certainly wouldn't have said that.
I love how
about them
Seb
now.
when we had the four cameras up, Seb, you can just see it just out of focus in front of you, so it's there for the night.
What's that?
The Shell's hat.
the
So
hat
it's
is
just out of
in, is it?
focus, and you can see it.
Just in.
I like
we
it. I
go.
think it's nice. Yeah, I think it's a nice hat.
You like it, yeah?
Yeah, I do like. I like the Conference League bit on it. It's nice. Yeah,
Ah, nice
fair
to have
play.
it.
I'm
Very
not saying
nice,
nice
eh?
things about Dublin clubs.
Suppose you said that of all people. As
Oh,
well.
hang on. It's on all
listen.
four cameras there, Dazzler. Do you see that
Yeah,
on the
that's-
four
yeah,
cameras?
yeah.
Well, it's not on mine, but it's in the other tree. Yeah.
It's on all. Yeah, sorry, it's on
I'll
all
have to
three.
come over
Yeah.
and sit beside you.
It looks like we've got Yoshi in the bleeding studio tonight with Mario Kart, doesn't
Was
it?
it
Eh?
Yoshi or Yoshi?
I don't know. Let's get a poll up. Let's get the debates going already, lads. I just spelled those out. If you're going to do a
Yoshi,
poll on it,
Yoshi.
you'd spell it exactly the same, wouldn't you?
Yoshi, is it?
Yoshi or Yoshi? Luke?
Yoshi, I would have said. Yeah.
It's
What
Yoshi.
what did you say?
Yoshi.
Yeah, I would have said
Yoshi.
Yoshi. Yeah.
Yoshi.
It's Yoshi, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yoshi.
Come on.
Yeah.
Lads, let us know in the chat.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to
Yeah.
convey
I'll have to
that,
send you the
but get
picture
it
of my
over
bedroom
in the
when I go
chat
home.
box and make sure you spell it correctly. Thanks
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
Let's move on. We're going to get straight into the socials tonight, Dazzler. Here we go. We haven't teed this up at all. Normally we've got this ironed out and we still get it wrong. Okay, we're going Gavin Brady, are we?
Yep.
Right,
Start there.
okay. Gavin Brady. Best away fans in the league, lads. What's the score? Luke, I'm going to have two guesses. Who you reckon?
But it can't be Jordan anyway, can it?
Yeah, fair point. All right, I was going to say Jordan at all. You know what? You're absolutely bang on to me, mate.
Not this season, anyways.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, best away fans in the league. That's a tough one. I would probably go one of the Dublin clubs. Shell's usually quite good. Pats are always really good, I find. And then, okay, Darren has his hands up there. He really wants me to say both.
Yeah, no, I mean,
No,
the picture here. There's no-
both fans. I'd say any of the Dublin clubs really could are always loud. And where I stand usually in the ground is usually like right beside the away fans anyway. So, you usually hear them quite loud. But yeah, usually the Dublin clubs are quite good.
Any of the Dublin clubs apart from Rovers, according to you.
Yeah, because they have no fans.
Well, I actually thought they were the best.
No, Rovers are good as well.
Rovers are the best fans in Tallaght this year, I thought. So I can only go off the games I see.
Rovers.
Rovers were in Tallaght, they were, yeah.
That's not. You've seen many in the mono.
Yeah. Do you know what? I actually think Shell's away fans, especially at Bowls games, would be good. So I'll give it to Shane for tonight.
That's the right answer. It's not
There you
giving
go.
it to me for tonight. That's just the right answer.
I'm just trying to be nice. Yeah.
I'll go Pats. I think Pats are the best away fans. I
Yeah,
think
but that
Pats.
bell just brings down everything.
Yeah, I know, but Pats are usually quite loud, anyways. Yeah.
Dundalk.
Of course, Dundalk.
Yeah,
Give
yeah,
over,
yeah.
please stop
That was
this
just for
already.
you.
We're gonna be giving them enough compliments for one night.
That's just for you, Luke. That one. I had to get that in there nice and early. How was the trophy parade for the Champions League, by the way?
Oh, yeah. Listen, the Premier League one was all right, so we'll take that. We'll take that one. We'll take that one.
I've walked myself into that one.
Yeah,
lads.
we'll take that one.
We'll
You just
move-
have a relegation survival parade, did you?
That's
it.
Yeah.
The next one.
Yes, please.
All right, let's move it
quickly.
on. Move it on.
Akron Hoop. Is Graham the Berg the best player in the league has seen in 20 years, even though his legs are gone? Shane, what do you reckon?
Even though his legs are gone.
They are gone. He's definitely up there, isn't he? We gave him a big spiel before.
We did,
He has to be. 20 years, what's that? That's 6. Yeah, I'd say he probably is. I'd say he's probably the best.
Yeah, I kind of tend to agree with that one. But look, he's so good. Like I just think every time he plays against us, I feel like he scores. I think it was last season. Like he had a couple of chances really early on, and then he got a free kick at the edge of the box, and I remember he literally just passed it into the bottom corner. But with
That's
power.
ball control.
Yeah,
like,
it's
you
class.
can fizz the ball
Yeah.
into anyone.
Yeah.
He seems better this
Yeah.
year than last year, doesn't he?
Yeah, look,
Getting younger.
He seems that way. He seems to be better. He seems to be playing better football this year than last.
I think
Yeah.
the worst thing you can do is let him shoot on the edge of the box.
Oh, that's what we
Yeah.
were only saying
What's the
about
crack
Will
with that? Every time he
Jarvis.
shoots it to the box,
Yeah,
We
so
were
the
only
box,
saying
yeah.
that.
Goes in, doesn't it?
We
Yeah.
were only saying about Will Jarvis. Will Jarvis cut in, and we were
Yeah.
like, Greenbrook shoots that. There's no
Yeah.
way Greenbrook
Yeah.
doesn't take that shot on. Cut in off his right foot, like just shoot, like.
Yeah.
If he misses, he missed, like. But
Yeah.
why, you're a left winger who's, now Borky's. I'd say
class,
he is.
yeah.
Given all the titles he's
Yeah.
won, what Rovers have
Absolutely, yeah.
achieved. And I suppose Jack Bourne maybe technically is
Yeah.
obviously in midfield, but I
Mm.
suppose goals win games, and
Mm.
he's been up there for
Yeah, he's definitely up there as one of the best players I've seen.
probably the best.
Yeah,
That's like,
definitely.
next one.
Next
What
one.
Dazzler's answer?
No, I thought you were asking me for the answer. Yeah, no, I would agree. Yeah, but we'll go to the next one anyway. Since my opinion doesn't
So we
matter.
thought you were afraid.
Who cares
You were
what I have to
afraid
say? Sorry.
ask Daz. We thought you were afraid to let Daz give it to him.
Yeah, I was like, sound, yeah.
Sean Bunn, 1, 2, 3. Do you think Sligo Rovers will stay up under Johnny Russell, or is it time to change? Where do we go first? Shano.
50-50, I think, yeah.
Really? Yeah.
I think it's, they're struggling, they lose a lot of games.
Is he the problem?
Is he the problem?
Yeah.
Well, they play a certain way, but they just make so many mistakes. Like, even against Bows, like, you look at the game the weekend, and the goals were just so easy, like. It's not very hard to score against them.
No.
Or else when they don't score, or when they don't concede, they don't score. So it's not very. They give away so many games, like where the likes of Drogheda and Galway, like they won't give you a free game. Where Sligo are more likely to just hand up stupid goals.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a weird one. I don't think they'll go down in a way, but I think they could end up in that playoff spot. But I just think when you get to a playoff, usually the team in the Premier Division is good enough to beat the team in the first division. I think that because there is a drop, unless they can catch them on a complete off night. But I think there is a big drop between the first division and the Premier
Their
Division.
July window the last few
Yeah.
seasons has
Yeah.
kept them up.
Yeah,
They've got to go and have a good one now. And do they have they didn't spend the Eldon money.
yeah.
I don't know when they only talk about that there. They never spent that, so have they got money there to go and sign a player? I don't know.
See, it is hard as well, isn't it, for them to recruit players in the kind of where they are, their location, and that, especially within the last couple of years. Like
Clubs seem to like giving loan players to them though.
Yeah, there is that as well. But it's like, but loan players like might only have them for the
They
first
only
half of the
care.
season.
No,
Do
as
you
in
know?
like in July they
Yeah.
get, like,
But see, like then
top
they're
team
only,
players that
as
aren't
you said
in.
though, they're only then trying to stay up then. So it's not as if they're
Yeah, but
pushing
that's all they-
higher up the table. But over the years, like Sligo have been, look at them in Europe only a couple of years ago, winning leagues years and years ago as well. So I think
but they went bankrupt after that.
I know, but I think as a club though themselves, they see themselves as like I think they see themselves a bit higher. than-
Survival will be good
than
enough for
what
them,
they
I
are.
think. Do they have July is a big factor. They're struggling at the minute.
Yeah.
So did I make a change or not?
No, they won't
No.
get rid of it.
It's one of them
No,
ones.
but
like,
do you think they should? That's the question. Not whether they will.
Sorry. Or is it time to change it? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of John Russell.
You'd make a change.
I just don't think he doesn't set up his teams. Like he tries to like play the way the Rovers play and stuff like that, but he doesn't have the players at his disposal. So he's got to probably go a bit more Drogheda, John Caulfield-esque, like where he just seems to have one way and one way only. And at home, it's at home that's killing them. The home form is really poor, I think, because of the weather, the pitch. They can't. Where obviously when you play away from home, you set them up quite narrow and compact, and they picked up results. But home, I think he feels like they have to come out and attack. They're not good enough. They're so open.
Yeah.
Like Harry Vaughan had like acres of space.
I think that's a great example, Shane. I think if you look at their win at Tallaght, how high they were pressing up the pitch in numbers, hunting impacts, and really getting out.
Yeah.
I
Bowes,
love how the show where
Bow-
we're here to give the awards for the best of the best. We still talk about who's getting sacked.
we can't help ourselves.
We can't help but who's getting sacked every week.
Against Bowes, though, they really sat off. Really sat off. Any opportunity Bowes
Just how
got,
good
they
Bowes were, you know.
they were 5 yards off the pace immediately. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Straight away. So Johnny Russell, I think, there's no time for change. He still needs to develop as a coach, I think.
So do I. I don't think sacking him would do. Like, it's like one of them was you sack him and then you're not looking really in the league.
Yeah, he's not going to go. He's not going to get rid of him. He's not going to go.
No.
I just don't think he's shown me to be someone on here said before being next Rovers manager.
I think he will be.
I
don't think he'll be Rovers manager.
He's still young. He's very young as well. So he still has years.
You're afforded the opportunity to make mistakes at Sligo Rovers, and he's at the right club at this moment in time. He's a good coach, but no, I wouldn't make a change, and I don't think he should go anywhere else either. That's my opinion. That's the next one. Sorry, I know you're in the middle of typing there.
That's all right. I'm just talking to the chat. Don't mind me. Who are we on now? We're on Sean Bunn.
We're on Sean Bunn.
We'll see who comes up. Lucky dip tonight.
Declan Cribben, Rovers won all 3 derbies in a row in April and on course to do it again this week. Well, they won 2, lads.
On course this week.
On course to do it again this week, yeah. Well, they've won 2. I think it's kind of what you're saying. Yeah, but they beat Bowes and they beat Pats, didn't they?
Yeah, the next one they won't win anyway. So
this is the only time we give Rovers credit tonight, by the way.
Oh, they won't win the next one.
That's the big one, is it?
You're missing the mic, though.
Yeah, I'm reading it for myself.
Next question.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah.
I think what he's saying is they're on top form.
Yeah.
I think that's what
they are. Look, they're obviously doing well, but
I think that's the whole. He's basically saying they're doing great.
Yeah. Luke, how do you see this one?
Nah, and like ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Like, who
was it?
Showed Kevin leave Drogheda? Like, seriously, I'm gonna take off my hat of like whatever involved with the club and all that, but he still should never. I would never ever see something like that happening, and I wouldn't want something like that to happen.
I think I said a couple of weeks ago that behind Bradley, he's probably the safest manager in the league.
Yeah, he's absolutely punching completely way above. Like, over the years, what he's done with the club, where he's brought us from when he came in. I know he was assistant manager for a couple of years under Tim, then he comes in as the manager, and where he took us and the journey and kind of the progress that we went on. Like, he's done what a lot of.
So if he gets if they go into another playoff, does he just keep his job?
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd still keep him. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
if you relegated,
100%. I see, because I look at where we are at the moment, and yeah, we obviously would run to be higher, but we still have a lot of injuries and that, and I don't think we've played. Like, we were quite lucky kind of in a way last year where we did get a couple of injuries, but it hasn't been like this, and we just seem to be it just seems to be a new injury now every week. I'm not blaming injuries. It sounds like I am, but I think that's a ridiculous question if you ask me. And I've seen it been thrown around a couple of times, and I just think, like, how could you even say something like that? But anyways, that's it.
We've seen Big Kev before as well, where they looked like they were down and out. The season that Dundalk went down, they looked like they were down and out, and they were buried. They had a good summer window.
Oh, listen,
absolutely.
He's done an absolute. It's remarkable what he's done.
He got the spine of the team sorted completely. He brought in Dennison. He brought in Bolger.
That was a big win.
But that's not living in the past, though. Like.
No,
but if the clubs are if the owners are that ambitious, like, at what point do they say?
I'd still want him as the manager. I think if I was to look around the league and say one of the likes of, maybe, I don't know, I might be completely off with this, but I think if a Bowes or a Derry or anyone kind of lose their manager, they'd want Kevin as their manager. And I think that is 100%. So that's why I think no, I wouldn't.
Sligo, maybe Galway.
Not give over. I wouldn't. No, I think. I
love Kev.
He's still doing a great job of what with everything. So I think no, never in a million years I'd see something like that.
I'd have him in my dugout. No.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the ambitions have to go somewhere. And look, he's got enough credit in the bank to do it. Yeah. But I'm not. I wouldn't now.
No, I know what you say. Yeah.
He brought silverware, and they should be playing.
Absolutely.
How long?
Yeah. What happens if they were playing European football?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what happens if they were playing European football? Where would they be now? That's not on him.
Yeah, that's on the owners. So they probably owe him that to time.
You can talk.
If the owners feel like the club should be in a better position, then in what's sitting here in June or whatever it is, 2026, he has to be in trouble.
Well, let's look at it. I would say, look, if you're that ambitious as the owners, look in 12 months to 18 months time, see where you're at. Have you made any progress at all? There may be, but at this moment in time, no hope in hell.
No, I don't think he will. I wouldn't, but I just think if the owners have that ambition, I don't know anything about them. I mean, they can't be touching the playoff again.
Brady
though.
asks that here is a relegation battle.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's my point.
No, I wouldn't say so. No, obviously.
He has to be in trouble regardless of what he done 2 years ago.
Not necessarily though. There is circumstances around why it is like that though.
The European thing, I think, is a fair enough point. Everything else, not for me.
His goalkeeper, who was arguably the best goalkeeper in the league last year, is injured.
He was terrible before he got injured, in my opinion.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Owen Lamb was Owen Lamb.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't have it. I think I've said kind of
Marky.
what I think. Yeah, no, I think he's still doing a great job, and he is the man for the job. Like say that did happen. Like, who do you get in? Like, who comes in then? I mean, and then you could be in a worse situation. So no,
it's not gonna happen.
No,
I'm just
I know.
Devil's advocate here.
But I just don't
answer the question
in
in a more fun way. Then you know what I mean?
Yeah, no chance.
Let's move on, Daz. What's the next one?
Let me grab it for you now.
You're an absolute star. You're a gentleman and a scholar, Dazzler.
Should Kevin Doherty be gone? Is it again?
Again, yeah.
What?
There we go. It's our main man Ben. He's giving you a handshake, Shane. He's
No.
acknowledging the point.
I don't know what. No,
You're not having it?
No, I'm not having that.
Not having it. He's
I'm
giving you
not
2 handshakes. What about the
No,
second
he
one? You
can-
taking the second one?
No,
He's
I'm
offered
taking-
it again. You're
No,
going to pass him up twice.
No, I'm not taking any handshake. I'm devastated with that point.
How'd you feel about that, Ben? I bet you he sends you for a picture of a pigeon. Just to give it back to
We'll
you.
get a response Ben in a sec. We have one comment left. This is the last one.
Right, here we go. Dale G6. He's put, do you think Waterpool will find a way to stay up? We could be on this for I reckon, about 10 seconds, lads.
No.
Okay, Shane.
No.
I think they'll go close.
No, I don't think they will. I think they just started.
You think they'll go close?
I think they'll go
I was
close,
impressed
yeah.
with them, right? First half against us today, I was completely impressed. I was like, this isn't the same Waterford team as I thought they were. But then the second half, the goals, like, I know we scored a couple of nice goals, but still, like, their defending is just so poor.
I don't know.
Their
I'd
defence is
love
so
to
poor.
know. I'd love to know like what their aims are in July.
Yeah.
Like, you got to factor in as well. Could they get anyone in? Like, I would imagine at the start of the season you would have had them down as being ones that could go again. I mean, it's like Colin doing up 50 grand. Like,
Yeah.
so like I don't know what the Fleetwood relationship, their ownership is, but like they have a chance to go and sign players. What are they on 11, 12 now? They're probably 6, 7, 8 points behind. Like, they're not miles behind.
Yeah.
And Sligo and Drogheda, I'd worry about that. Even Galway, like, they're all picking up points. They're not losing like the way they were at the start of the season.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, considering they've only won 1 game, they're not a million miles off right now.
Yeah, and they're only. Should we beat them 95th minute winner?
I wouldn't base Chelsea beating someone at home
Drogheda.
as a baseline.
No,
to be
yeah,
honest with you.
yeah, that's
Look,
it.
we shouldn't have conceded in there. Look at this. Kuto scored a lovely goal. I'm not going to take the goal away from him, but I don't think we should have been.
He's
in
had a
there.
warning though,
Yeah.
like 2 minutes before.
Yeah, you're
that
right.
goal.
Yeah. I just
Drogheda,
don't.
your man had the exact same shot.
Yeah, he
2
did.
minutes
Yeah,
before
that's
that.
right. I
And
just
Drogheda
don't.
decided
Yeah.
to leave him free.
But we
again,
shouldn't
like.
have been in the position in the first place, anyways. Like we were 2-0 down. Like, do you know what I mean? And then to get back to 3, and then you get back to 3-2 up, and then you draw 3-all. Like, that you shouldn't have been in that
Yeah, that's a
situation.
worry. Given it's so easy.
You shouldn't have been in that situation. But again, Waterford will be kicking themselves more than probably we
Yeah,
are.
that- I
Like,
think
they
if they
were
win that-
2-0 up. Like,
If
do
they
you know
win
what I mean?
that, it's their.
And at 2-0, they had chances to go 3-0 up. Do you know what I mean?
You
So-
all answered it very quickly to say no.
So-
I'm saying they'll get close.
I to be fair, I didn't say a dicky bird, Shane. I think you might be right. I think that.
10 seconds. That's it, man, boys.
Well, let's see. What I would say is no, I don't think they will, but I think it'll be closer than what most people think. That's about that. I think it might be like a Cork last year, to be honest. with
Yeah,
you.
I think they're just gone. I think they could be in trouble.
I think they're gone.
Yeah.
I do think they're gone,
Yeah.
but I think it's going to be like a Cork.
Yeah.
And yeah, so maybe 4 games to go or something like that. They'll be down. Something along those lines.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oi,
lads,
we've done
it
the
looks
socials.
it looks like we're done with the socials. It looks like the lads are already hopping in the chat box for team of the season. So that's probably the way where we're going to start, lads. Is it when it comes to awards?
Absolutely.
Now, lads, what we need to tell you here is there is a couple of rules. Shane won't be having it any other way, and there'll be absolute pots and pans flying around the gaff if anything else is done otherwise. Got to play a 4-2-3-1. That's what we're playing tonight. That's what we're going to offer you. We're going to stick it up in a poll, 3 for each position. It's going to be your team. It's going to be the viewer's side. We're going to have one of those. So we're going to put that up on the socials as well. So it is important, lads. Your vote in the chat box in the polls. Your vote.
Your vote.
Your vote in the chat box. That's how it's
Damn it, is it?
That's
I'm sitting here with a notebook and a pen ready with my team of the season, so we're ready to go.
Dazzler's ready to go. Look, but we are going to have a LOIB combined one at the end as well, and Luke's here to give his team of the season as well. So look, we're all ready to go. So get involved in that chat box. Get involved in the poll. If there's anyone we're missing, we want to hear all about it. Let us know. No players out of position according to Shane. Shane will not have it. So
no. So once again, just for the people watching at home, I know you probably can't see, Seb, we have the positions on the screen at the minute. So it's a 4-2-3-1. All the positions are listed above. We will have players in a poll for everyone to vote. So that's the positions you're going for over there.
Yo. So we can end that poll in there, Daz. Let's get the goalkeepers up first of all. Well, so the suggestions for you lot this evening, we're going to give you 3. All right. You can either have Enda Minogue at Dundalk, you can have Evan Watts at Galway, or you can have Ed McGinty at Shamrock Rovers. Now, there's going to be lads absolutely doing cartwheels on the chat box that some lads ain't mentioned. We might have Tally from Luke here. We might have Chorzika. Might have a few of those.
How did you say
Chorzika? Charaska.
Charaska.
He's not even Irish.
You've had too many points, I
think. we might have Chorzika.
Oh, well. Okay, it's going to be one of those nights. Anyway, look, yeah, so you could have him in between the sticks. We've had Beach mentioned already by Ronan McGinley as well. So keep the votes coming in, lads. That's what's the score. Who are we having in the sticks? Who do we reckon? Luke, let's start with you.
I've went with Ed McGinty.
And why is that?
Look, I just think every time I've seen him play, like he's just something. Well, I know he's made. Was it you were talking about the Dundalk game earlier on? Yeah, when he made the mistake. But honestly, I think he's flawless every other time.
That's the goal last week.
Yeah, but I think he's flawless. Every time I've seen him play personally, I think he's flawless. I think even I watched the game against Bowes, and like I think without him in the sticks, like, they would have been out. Bowes would have been out of sight. And look, Bowes should have been out of sight, but Ed McGinty is he's so reliable, I think, for them, and I just think he's the best keeper in the league. Worthy of
the international call-up.
Say that again, sorry.
Worthy of the international call-up, as far as you're concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, it's great to see. We always want to see League of Ireland lads, especially in these kind of friendlies, like, do you know what I mean? So getting called up at that will do him the world of good, and especially his confidence levels and all that will shoot up being around that kind of group, you know.
I know you got
fair enough. I went with Enda Minogue. I think every keeper's made mistakes. I can't really think of one that he's made, to be honest. Maybe one, I'm sure they all have. But this lad came in as second choice keeper. Arguably third choice. I know Peter Cherry played against him or played ahead of him for one game. I'm not sure what the story was with that though. But there's so much pressure on him compared to all the other goalkeepers because he can't afford to make any mistakes. And he's playing against a different. I think like they've had about 4 different centre half partnerships, maybe 5. I think the argument might be in 10. Like he's had J.R. Wilson play centre half in front of him, and he's still making unbelievable saves. But like the key thing for me is if he makes any mistake, he's not gone now, but he's gone in July. Like so, everyone when Cairns got injured was like, "Oh my God, they have to go and sign a new keeper." Like July, they need to get to July as quickly as they can.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Now they're not. There's no way.
Yeah, no, he's been very, very good.
There's not a chance he's going to be replaced. Which is mental compared to what he was kind of 3 months ago when he first went in the sticks. They were like hurrying July to come on. So yeah, he's made good saves. All the keepers have made good saves. He's also getting tested quite a lot. I think his Waterford performances stand out down there. Again, which he's conceded goals, but Dundalk are scoring goals. So he's only conceded goals, but he's kept them in. He made great saves against Rovers, Waterford. He made a great save against us in the last few minutes against Paddy Barrett. So look, no keeper in the league is flawless, but I think for the pressure that he was under, and for his career, he's been the kind of the biggest surprise. So I think it has to be Enda Minogue.
Absolutely, yeah. I think as well. I think he was kind of the one I was kind of close to. I didn't know whether or not, but I just think like he has done really, really well, especially with like the injury to Cairns.
J.R. Wilson playing centre half against Rovers.
Yeah,
and he kept the clean sheet.
He has done really well.
Like I love J.R. Wilson.
Look, Minogue's come in and done a number, isn't he? Let's be fair, and he's made an impact and he's made world-class saves. I had Evan Watts myself. I think he's been quite consistent in between the sticks. Look, he's conceded a few goals, but again, similar to Dundalk in that respect, they've been chopping and changing at the back a little bit as well due to injuries and whatnot. They've got a bit of a new back line going on there as well. Even in front, there's a few changes going on for Galway. So in that respect, I mean, we also had Brendan Clark in between the sticks for Galway for half the season last season as well. So he's coming out. Obviously, he played a bit last season himself, Watts, but he's come in this season. I think he's been pretty consistent. And he's played a fair whack of minutes. I think he's played most of the games at this stage. So
Probably played all of them, hasn't he? I think.
no, I think he has.
And he actually, to be fair to him, he put Clark out of side at the back end of last year.
Yeah, he did, and I think rightly so as well.
Yeah.
His performances were good. Look, I can't argue with Mano too much, to be honest with you, but I would have I think Watts shaves it for me. Dazzler, I see there was a fella called Kieran who wanted Spiel.
Now, just to be clear, right? Not that just that he wants Spiel. I actually can't even find everyone else's comments because he wrote Spiel about 40 times. I actually had to mute him in the chat because he wrote Spiel so much I couldn't find any other messages from anyone else.
I have to just say, by the way, Kieran, that's one of the worst shouts I think I've ever heard.
I think he's getting better, lads.
No, he's been. Come on, Shane.
No, I said he's getting better.
No, he's been bad, though, wasn't he?
He's not been as good as we thought he was, but by the Rovers, the two
Nice.
Rovers mistakes.
That was good.
What?
That was good. That was smooth.
What was it?
You got out of that one nicely.
That was a media trained answer. That was.
Yeah, that was good. That's what I'm saying.
What did I say?
That was a Luke McQuillan answer.
Stop it.
I don't get it.
There's a few people arguing in the chat about, like, obviously we've given 3 options there. There's people asking for Sam Sargent. There's people asking for Joey Anang.
Yeah.
There was someone there though that mentioned Arlo Doherty, and I think that was actually a fair shout. Now I don't know, like I haven't watched. No, hold on a second.
The Bowles
He-
performance.
He's not
relax?
even been the best goalkeeper at Waterford.
Calm down.
Sorry, Daz.
So I'm not exactly a Waterford fan. I don't watch them every week, but when he played against Bowes and Daleyman, that was one of the best goalkeeper performances
Yeah, I agree.
I've seen all season.
Yeah.
Singular performance. Then obviously this is over the course of whatever we played, 20 games at this stage. But that game he had against Bowes and Daleyman was one of the best goalkeeper performances I've seen all season. So I think he deserves a mention for that. Would I have him in for me goalkeeper this season? No. But I think for that alone, what a show. That's a great show for that one day alone that I watched him for full 90
McMullen's
minutes.
been better than him, though.
Who?
No, I don't agree with that.
So
I think
it's
he-
the Dazzler performance of the season award goes to Arlo Doherty, isn't it?
Or a singular game, I'll give it to Arlo Doherty.
We'll give it that,
I know
yeah.
that's not an award for the night, but we'll give it to
Wow.
him
You
now.
can make it up, Daz. Go on, you can do what you
That's
want.
okay.
No,
Your
look, I
dog
think-
died last night, so you can have it.
Just so everyone's clear, by the way, we have a full team of the season, but we also have awards for like a lot of things throughout the night, so we have a lot to get to tonight.
Lads, we ain't even got a goalkeeper yet. This
No,
is
no.
impressive.
Right,
Well,
yeah.
no,
So-
listen, the lads who have put Sam Sargent in the chat absolutely deserves
Yeah.
a shout. By the
Yeah.
way. And Joey
So-
Anang, obviously, he's gone to Ghana, who's the first Pats player ever to go to World Cup, so
Yeah.
he deserves a shout. For sure.
Still wouldn't have given an but so I've written down my team of the season. I also have done a full bench from my team, and I have Sam Sargent on my bench, but I've given it to Minogue.
Yeah. So there we go. Dazzler, I think we should end the poll there. And hang on, we got one more vote who's going to count here. So Minogue's on 37%, Watts is on 26%, and McGinty is on 37%. So we need one more vote in the chat there, lads, to decide on your goalkeeper. That's the way
I'm
it
just
is.
going to go on and vote McGinty.
But surely, right,
Where's the poll? I can't do
The poll is up
Polls
there.
right there, so we need one more vote there, lads. We've got
Can I see it?
37%, and then we're going to have to close that poll immediately. I'm going to press that end poll as soon as we get one more vote from you.
No, when it can't be Ed McGinty.
Someone's got to do Oh, there we go. Done. Minogue.
Lovely.
Minogue gets in.
Lovely.
Minogue gets in. So Minogue is there with 40%. Ed McGinty in second with 36%, and Evan Watts at 27%.
can I just be honest and say I voted on my laptop, just so we're clear?
Ah, Daz. I'll tell you what, that's a yellow.
I'm lying,
That's a yellow card, right?
Yellow card.
Any
Well,
more
he
of
said
that,
his dog
you're out
died last
to-
night, he can do what he
How are you
wants.
on the tech, Luke? Because we might have to get this fella
Right,
out of
yeah,
here.
yeah.
He carries
I
on
can
like
see
that.
that poll.
Replacement.
Let me get it up. So
There we go. Hang on, we got a donation as well from Connolly Books of €4. Thank you very much for your donation. Really appreciate
I
that.
didn't see the poll.
That get Daz another pint on the way home. So fair play to you.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't be saying that.
yeah,
So
so
fair play to you. Thank you
I
very
never
much.
really got to mention Enda Minogue there, but I agreed with a lot of what Shane said about how he wasn't expected to play this season. He's come in, he's been excellent, so I think he deserves a shoe and goes in there. So I never got my opinion.
The
Thanks
Eddie
for that,
Beach
Seb,
thing.
but-
There you go. No, you've hit the button. You've no say.
I
You've
have
hit
no
the button,
say.
Daz. You've hit the button. So there we go. So Enda Minogue goes in as your first goalkeeper. Go on, Shane,
Yeah,
go
no,
on.
there's been a good because there's loads of people are talking about like Ed Minogue has the least amount of mistakes. I think Eddie Beach had the void free kick. There was another one that was played over the top against someone.
Yeah.
He was terrible. Like so, I just think as well the least mistakes I can think of.
Yeah, but he's
up
played
there.
least minutes as well in that respect
he's
as
played
well.
14,
So that he's
15
going to make
games, so,
mistakes.
yeah,
Yeah, but he is going to make mistakes. That will come.
It's Ed
around.
Minogue anyway, so happy days.
Yeah, we'll move on. We'll move on. Right. Let's move on to right back then. Dazzler, are you ready with this poll? So, lads, we got
Just
three
take the
for
banner
you.
First of all, right back.
3 for you to select from. Hang on, €4. What pub are you going to? Said
Yeah,
maybe
that's what I was just laughing at
maybe
there,
half
looking at
pint, Jack. All right, maybe you get half pint, or
So-
we get one of Luke's blackcurrant and fizzy water. So right back, lads, we've got 3 to choose from here. All right, now I'd say there's gonna be absolute cartwheels in this chat here. We've got 3 to choose from. Got James Brown of St Patrick's Athletic. You got Daniel Kelly at Shells, and you got Dara Power at Bows.
Can I just say that none of these were my 3 choices?
Daniel Kelly, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but there
that
you go. I
was-
think you
Can
just
I-
have Shane.
Can I just say that then?
That's
Yeah,
it.
because when are we able to
Neither of
reveal
mine.
that? When are they able to reveal our teams? Do we do that like
That goes
individually?
to the end.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, we're going to reveal
Oh,
that.
but
at the
they
end.
were all okay, fair
Yeah, but
enough.
we're giving our shout here. Do you know what I
Right,
mean? So
okay.
out of those 3, you've got to
Out of
tell me.
those 3, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's the most natural. This is going to take 10 seconds. You said about Warford. This is
Well,
gonna take
maybe
10
this will
seconds.
be the 10 seconds.
Yeah,
but I'll
it's
tell you what
obviously
we'll
the
do.
most.
We'll give it to our guest first of all.
Jimmy Brown all day, every day. Yeah, well, I've always loved Jimmy. Class. And every time I watch him, he's so good. Like, I think going forward and defensively, I think he's very good.
Yeah, I suppose Dickie gets a mention because he's got four goals. Some of them are from rifle. The winner against Derry. He got an assist against someone last week. John Martins against Dundalk.
Went full screen on my face by accident.
Yeah, he's got 4 goals. A couple of them are from the other side of left wing back. But we're missing the actual right back. In my opinion. So look, it's not my fault. Yeah. So I just threw Daniel Kelly in there for an option, but look, this is going to be easy.
Lads are hopping in here. They're saying, where's Sabawale? They're saying, where's Parker?
Parker got injured. I love Parker, but he got injured.
Sabawale's playing right centre half. He's not playing as like I know.
So are we jumping the gun on Sabwale immediately in time?
No, we'll hold off on Sabawale. I just
Okay,
wanted to
hold
touch off. No, hold off. Let's not get too keen now, right?
Just for a second, Seb, just on your camera, just so people know, we're on the wide camera at the moment. Because it's so warm in here, your camera's overheating a lot, so we're going to turn it off for a few minutes and go wide.
Yeah,
Just so
okay.
everyone knows.
Right. So look,
Yeah, Parker.
okay, so you're going Kelly
Oh no, who am I voting for?
out of these 3, yeah.
No, it would be James Brown.
James Brown. Okay,
I'm just
you're
giving the
going James
reason as
Brown.
to why Kelly's in there. That's all.
Yeah,
Fair play.
Jimmy Brown all day.
That's like, who are you going with?
Sorry.
James
No, you're
Brown
right.
was my vote immediately, so James Brown.
James
Yeah.
Brown, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, look, he's leading the poll here as well. 39% for James Brown. We have Daniel Kelly at 32% and Dara Power at 29%. I thought Dara Power would get a few more votes on that, actually, to be honest.
I
with you.
like him. I think he's good. Yeah. I think he's a good
I
player.
think Darren
Yeah, I
Power's
think he's a
been
good
great
player.
Nah, come on, stop it.
Yeah. No, I think he's.
Why has he not been good?
That's what he's doing. He's the attacking fullback. Has he got 1 goal? Has he got any assists? He's their attacking fullback. Like, no.
I think
They-
defensively he's very, very good.
They signed
Yeah.
him. They signed him to be an attacking fullback. I mean, they've got 3 other joints playing centre or playing in the back 3. So he is the little lad who's supposed to go up and down. Because he got a goal and assist. At least Jimmy Brown can whip in a set piece. So that's why
Someone
he's in there.
Barry Carr.
It's worth mentioning, John Harper said Dan Kelly's not even a fullback, not even a wing back. He's just
Yeah, but that's why
playing
he's
there.
playing. He's got 4 goals from wing
Yeah.
back, and he's got a couple of assists.
Yeah.
He's got big goals. He's goal against 30. He's got a goal against Dundalk, a winner. His other ones I can't remember top of my head.
Lads saying
4
Barry
goals.
Cotter as well.
No.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. No, I think the soil. You're not getting
You
anyone in
can't
there
have a
from
Derry
Derry.
lad
No,
in
no
there,
chance.
unfortunately.
No.
He was going to be about 4 choice mentioned, but no.
Dwayne
no.
Doyle did ask there, who did pick the nominations? So, you want to kind of explain how we came to them?
Was it not just we have like one? As we all know who like our team, our player is, but we obviously wanted to have a debate. Some of them are debates. This one is probably one of the easiest ones. So obviously, that's why we bought the others that'll have options. Like the last one was close.
You've had
Um,
media training since you've been here, haven't you? He's getting good, isn't he?
He's good. Yeah,
He's
I like
good.
him.
He's
He's
good.
sharp from the last time.
Hey,
Yeah.
pal.
Handy. It's not rocket science, lad.
So there you go, Dwayne. There's your answer. So there we go. We've got Fat Dave's in as well. He said Jimmy Brown, no debate. Well, hang on. There
Oh,
is a
is it?
debate,
It is,
lads.
yes.
So we're at 32 votes. At the
Bowls
moment.
fans are
We've got
voting.
Yeah, exactly.
Jimmy Brown.
Bowls fans are voting.
Jimmy Brown, 34%.
He's got 10
Dan
laptops open
Kelly.
over there, so he does.
I'm not.
We got Dan Kelly at 31%, and we got Dara Power at 34%. It's neck and neck again, lads.
So what happens here if Darren Power wins this?
Well, he
Wait,
goes,
what?
Not anymore. There you go.
well, he goes in the
It's
viewer
not knocking
side.
neck anymore.
This is the viewer team of the season.
He
The
goes-
viewer team. is
Yes, the
season,
viewer. This
like,
is not our team.
Don't attach my name to any of that because Darren
Yeah.
Power over Jimmy Brown is
Yeah.
like they're both offered absolutely nothing in play.
It's
They're both
level
good
again.
defenders, but Jimmy Brown gets in for the set pieces alone. So.
This is the viewer side. Right. So we've got our side.
Yeah, okay.
You know that.
Yeah.
You know that. This is their side.
See, this is why it's dangerous to have polls, because you get a lot of Bowls fans just voting for whoever. Like,
Someone's put surely Dara Power. I think, lads,
that's a
when you,
Waterford fan though. That's obviously ex-Waterford player. Give him on.
lads, we're going to close that poll in 2 seconds, but we're neck and neck with Jimmy Brown and Dara Power here. So we need another vote. Lads, give us another vote. Don't let it be you, be Dad. Don't let it be you, Daz, now.
Doesn't make sense. That's the way what doesn't make sense, because...
That doesn't make sense, Shane.
Yeah, what doesn't make sense?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why. I mean, Jimmy Brown. I mean, neither of these are the right fool, by the way. But
We're ending the poll.
who's it?
Jimmy.
It has to be Jimmy Brown. Don't tell me that.
So in third position, we've got Dan Kelly at 31%.
Even though he's got 4
We've
goals.
got in second position with 33% Dara Power,
Lovely.
and first
Happy days.
Jimmy Brown, 36%. Dazzler, he goes in as the viewers right back. We have Jimmy Brown in there. Get on up, son. Now, centre half.
Gotta go right centre back in the banner. Just
Right
so
centre back is right now, Dazzler. So, bit of controversy here potentially, lads. Maybe not. I think we might all be in agreement, but we have to wait and see. So we have 3 choices. We've got Sabawale. We got Joe Redmond. And we got Pico Lopez as your centre halves here, lads. Sabawale, Joe Redmond, Pico Lopez. I mean, let's touch on Pico Lopez first. Obviously, he's gone to the World Cup with Cape Verde.
Yeah.
Fantastic performances for Shamrock Rovers before he got injured.
Yeah.
Big part of the reason why they're sitting top of the league now, isn't he?
He's great. I think you know what you're getting every week with him. Very, very rarely was he make a mistake at the back. And yeah, he's just so, again, I go back to what I said about McGinty. He kind of is flawless, and I think he is very, very reliable. I can see Shane's laughing over there.
No, I'm not.
No, I do think though. I like Lopez is like, if you were to pick a defender out of the whole league to have on my team, or like if we could have him, it would have to be Lopez. But I don't have him on my team this season so far.
Shane?
Yeah, Pico was probably just unlucky to miss out because of the games, isn't it?
Yeah, it's games. Yeah,
It's just down to games.
Yeah,
like
it is,
he's up there with 50-50 for our best centre half in the league. But probably is.
Fat Dave called him the League of Ireland Sergio Ramos.
He's unbelievable.
He's
It's just a lack of game.
He stays on the pitch every week.
He's a
though.
Rolls Royce. Like,
Yeah,
he's a
He's
Rolls
going like
Royce.
Sergio Ramos.
He's
Sergio
arguably
Ramos
one of the
can
best
lace
players.
Pico Lopez's boots.
No,
What are you
you're
talking
right,
about?
yeah. No, yeah, he's just looks lack of games.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's the way he won't be in. But yeah, he's one that like, just everyone knows. There's no need to ramble on too much about how good Pico is.
I hope he does well in the World Cup as well. Like, I hope he makes a good account for himself. I'm sure he will.
I don't know. It depends on if Rovers get money off them doing well. Then I hope he does.
Yeah.
Him being there is enough.
Yeah.
We'll give them the whatever.
No,
million
like
they get.
I'm sure like most League of Ireland fans will sit down and watch them when they do play. I think they're playing Spain as one of their games as well.
Are they?
So I think that's their
We're all
first game
going.
actually. So that'll be good, like a good little test for him. You know what I mean? If he up against
Hopefully it's not 2 o'clock in the morning. Joe.
Yamal. No, I think it's 9 o'clock. I think it is or
We'll
something.
watch that.
Or Yamal. I think so. Would be an interesting one.
That's
now.
after the school run, Shane. You'll be laughing.
You got a donation
Lovely.
in the chat, Seb, by the way.
Let me
Just so
tell
you
you.
know.
Fair play to Aaron
9
Kennedy.
p.m. 9 p.m. So I just don't think.
9
Don't think
p.m.
we're doing a skill run at 9 p.m.
No, well, it's after it. I went wrong.
A few hours like.
Are you allowed to stay up that late, Luke? Are you?
Okay, good one over there. Good one over there.
Aaron Kennedy's donated $2.49. Thank you very much. We weren't worth the extra cent, lads, for $2.50 anyway. No, Aaron, thanks very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. There you go. It looks like a discounted product. No, fair play to you, Aaron. Thank you very much for that donation. I'm only joshing. Daz, I wanted to move on from it, but it's really irritating me. You've put a space between RB and the semicolon, but not between James Brown and the semicolon.
Apologies.
No, it's all right. Just I'd like to be able to move on and enjoy my evening, but that is ruining it for me. All right.
It's a very simple mistake, all right?
Yeah, but one that shouldn't be made, Daz, but we'll let you off tonight. All right.
Yeah.
We'll let you off. So we'll move on to the next centre back then, lads. Joe Redmond. I mean, I know Shane, you've been a big fan of him this season. What I want to say is what I see of him at Tallaght Stadium on Friday. It's the fittest and the sharpest and the most hungry I've seen him in a long time.
Yeah.
I thought he was very, very good. Actually, he was aggressive. He was trying to lead the line. I've seen him quite passive in games recently, where he's not acting as the lead centre half, and Sean Hoare is doing more of that. But when at Tallaght Stadium, he was very much on the front foot trying to lead his side. I was impressed. Jane?
Yeah, I think he's been brilliant. He's kind of shown a bit more attacking play this year, but because he's playing on the right side. He's doing a lot more kind of better than any Sam Bone what he does. But yeah, look, he's one of the best defenders in the league. And I think for me, having one defender and one non-defender in there is okay. Yeah, he's unfortunately, because of the positions, he's been a bit robbed slightly for me. But yeah, he's one of the best centre halves in the league, and I think after Pico he probably is arguably better than Pico this year. But just because Pico's like got all his credentials, you probably have to give it to him. But in 2026, I think if you're to offer someone one player in the league for the future, they take the centre half would be Joe Redmond.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Joe was great. Like I remember when he came in with us, and
I was waiting for that.
I
was waiting.
No, but I just remember because it was just mad now that I think about it, like the half a season that he had with us. But he came in and he was going to let go from, I think it was Birmingham he was with, and look, he just came in and you could just see how the qualities he had. And now, but I think nobody would know him as that. But like just the consistency levels he set over the years for himself, for Pats as well, and being captain and that now, it's just.
I remember
just
hearing Ian
like,
Morris was showing him and he turned him down. That's gone well for us. He was like 19 before he went to Jota. Ian Morris was showing him and offered him, but he said no. Bad mistake, that one.
Yeah, bad.
Surely the winner's Subawali here though, is it?
Oh, well, maybe, but John Harper's put a sub over for me, then Pico, but Redmond has been a bit behind his normal fitness, but still the next best. So he agrees with the top three there, lads, in fairness now.
There's a Waterford fan in here he's argued in multiple comments about John Mahon should be in there with a shoe. I don't think
he should be in with a shout.
We did talk about
Hold on,
this.
but you can't argue for a centre half being in your team of the season so far who are dead last in the table. I don't care if he's been alright individually. If your team are bottom of the table and are almost nailed on to be relegated, you can't be arguing for your centre half.
He is good though. He's good.
Listen, he's been one of their better players. He stepped up.
He's the most defensive contribution in the league, I think, now, which is quite easy to say when you're down there. But I think they looked a bit more solid since.
You got back-to-back donations, by the way, as Shane was talking. You got 2, just so you're aware.
Fair play to you. We got Connolly books him a 2-year. Dawson Devoy. Let's get it going. So look, maybe we'll touch on that one a little bit later on. We won't give it all away right now.
12 quid from Ben.
There we go. 12 quid. No, 11.99.
Oh, sorry.
Come on,
apologies, Ben.
It's 11.99 now. It's not 12 quid. Let's not be giving too much credit.
Yeah, that's only because you know you split it. That's what that is.
No, listen, fair play to you there, Ben. That'll feed the kids for the next month. So fair play to you. Thank you very much. That means I won't have to be out on the main streets of Rushden with the flat cap tomorrow anyway. So fair play to you.
That's great.
Fair play to you, lads. No, appreciate that. Thank you very much for the donations. Thank you. So look, I mean, we'll touch on the next centre half now. Subawali, lads, who's currently leading the votes with 47%.
I think it's going to stay that way as well.
It could well be. It could be the landslide that we were expecting, I suppose, as a right centre half. I mean, lads, he's been absolutely fantastic for Rovers, hasn't he?
He's so good. I remember watching him actually as well when he played with, I think St Mirren he came from, wasn't it? Was it St Mirren? Yeah. Against Celtic, I remember watching, and I just thought he was very, very good because I knew the name. And then when I seen he signed for Shamrock Rovers, I was like, oh my god, like that's a good signing. And again, he's just proved the qualities he has, and again just shows the players Rovers have at their disposal, I suppose. But yeah, he's class. He's done really well.
Dazzler?
Yeah, he was. I was one of the ones who nominated him for right centre half instead of right back. So Shane, sorry about that. But I think he had to go in 100%, regardless if it was right back or right centre half. He had to be in the team. I think he's been great. I don't know what will happen now after his loan expires, whether they'll find a way to swing him coming back for the second half of the season. But he's been one of the better signings of the season so far. He's had a great impact at Rovers, and he rightfully earns that spot, I think.
When we end the poll there, lads, to be fair, it's
I've already put the answer up on the screen, so I think you may as well end
okay, we're done.
Nailed on.
There we go. So we have Redmond at 18%, Pico Lopez with 34%, and Subawali at 48%. There we go, lads.
Handy one.
If you're enjoying the stream so far, by the way, please make sure you hit the like button. Thanks very much. Left back, lads.
Left centre back.
Left centre back.
Left
centre
back. Sorry, I'm getting too keen now. I see my mate's name on the screen. I got too keen. Left
Are we not
centre.
your mates now?
Are
we not your mates now?
Oh God, no. Left centre half. So lads, we got 3 here again. 3 different centre backs. We've gone with, for your suggestions here, lads. This is your choice for your team. We got Pat Hickey. You can select Pat Hickey, Luke Turner, or Cameron Ledwidge of Shelburne Football Club, which I'll give you 2 guesses who suggested that one. Lads, let's start with Cammy Ledwidge at centre half there. Who wants to go first?
I'll let Shane.
Oh, Shane, you want to go first?
Yeah,
Okay,
Shane.
we'll go with Shane first.
Shane
Go on
has to
then.
take that one. Let's
Go on then, we'll go with Shane. Then. Go on then. Go on then, Shane.
It's all mentions and it's giving people choice, and I don't know who the other. Well, look, we've moved Hickey over. I mean, he gets moved over because he has played there a few times on the left side. So just to say he has played there. But yeah, Cameron Ledwidge is probably on the left side. Subwell is probably on the right side. Ledwidge is probably the best defensive centre half in the league in terms of 1v1s. Show me a 1v1 where someone's taking them on. Yeah, I get he's been part of a team that's conceded and set piece goals. A lot of them aren't really from him. But yeah, he's driving us forward. He's attacking play. He's probably the best left-sided centre half in the league. In terms of being a back three, like no one's dribbling past him. He's the most reliable defender in the league in terms of like on the left side, because he's on the right. So yeah, there's no one dribbling past him. There's no one going by him. He's been brilliant. He's an unsung hero for Shells. He's played every minute of every game as well.
I want to look. I know I was slagging you off camera, Shane, about Cammy Ledwidge, but I actually do want to back you up on that one, because if you go as far back as when Gavin Malloy left, everyone's saying who's going to fit in left hand side of the centre backs. Ledwidge was the obvious choice in there for me to have that pace next to Barrett, and I think ever since Malloy has left, he's really stepped up, because he was kind of playing left back before Malloy left, and then he's moved inside and he's really made it his own.
Last year they always critical of him. He made a few mistakes. This year he's not made that many, if any, maybe 1, 2 max. And they've been resulted in goals rather than not goals, which every defender has made mistakes. But look, he's learned his position, and I wouldn't swap him. A year ago I would have probably said, oh, we don't have time to, which we didn't have time, but now he's been unbelievable this season. So he's 100% worth a shout.
What was you going to say, Das?
I was going to say, does you were saying there, Shane, about obviously he's conceded the X amount of goals or whatever it is. Does that fall into the same argument that we had about John Mahon then, in that regard? Obviously, I know they're dead last. Like, I know it's not exactly
it's just a different type of player. It's just a different type of defender. That's all, though. He's not sitting on his 18-yard box defending. He's driving us forward, like. And look, like Keane Levy, like doesn't have the stats to back up him being one of the best players in the league. But if you actually watch the games, like there's no question he's top whatever in the league. Like, so Edwards, if you actually watch Shales play, he's been unbelievable going forward and defensively. And like I said, the goals that were given away from set pieces aren't really from him. Yeah,
I think as well when you look at Ledwidge and that, and like I think he's stood out as well really well, because they've had a tough start with the likes of Casey getting injured, and that was obviously their big marquee signing and that they made. And when he gets injured in the first game of the season, and he's missing then for how long, or the second game of the season I think it was, and then Paddy Barrett also picked up a bit of an injury as well at the start of the season, so he kind of had to step up, because if he hadn't have stepped up, then it could have been tough for Shells. And I know it was tough, but now they're kind of looking up the table a little bit more. But yeah, like Ledwidge, I think he's a good defender. He's probably the second best in that kind of that trio, I think. And yeah, I think he's.
Who's that behind Turner?
No, Hickey.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Hickey. Yeah. No, I think he is. I think Hickey will definitely be the.
Move on to Luke Turner, lads. Look, he's had a stellar season at Pats, hasn't he? He's my shout, by the way, in that position. Luke Turner. I think he's brilliant. I think he's been brilliant and been good, hasn't
he? Yeah, he's stepped up a bit more. He played left back a lot last year. Yeah. This season he's playing centre half. He's getting forward. He actually, remember, he won the ball against Bowes for the first goal.
Didn't actually play that much last year.
He was in and out of the team, wasn't he? But I think he was left back. I think he signed as centre half, and he's kind of got dropped from there and then pushed left back because I think Breslin got injured. So they had none, and then they kind of went a bit more set piece merchant, so they kind of needed that bigger fella left back. But yeah, no, he's been good. Look, he's just misses out on my team, I think, as far as I can remember, but he's been excellent. Yeah, there's no reason.
He can play a couple of positions as well, can't he? So I think that's what helps him as well. Like, he can slot in a centre half, but he can also, if they need him to play left back as well, he can kind of do that as well. So yeah, he's a good player as well, but I just would slightly have the two other lads ahead of him, personally.
Dazzler, anything on anything on Luke Turner?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask about who do you think.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
you're not even going to ask my opinion on.
No.
Why? What are you trying to suggest? Are you trying to say that I would be extremely biased and pick the man that I love?
I would never.
I didn't think you would think that of me, Seb, to be fair. Luke Turner for me has been the second best left centre back in the league. No, I think he's been very good. I think I thought Ledwidge was a rogue show, so fair play to Shane bring that one up and arguing his point. I think Hickey was the standout one in that position for me. I know that he maybe hasn't had as strong a finish to the second half of the first half of the season, but I think he's been like one of the better centre halves in the league, especially for someone who isn't, I guess, naturally a centre half. I know he probably started as centre half, but the first, I think it was 10, 11 games, whatever it might have been, we had the best defence in the league. Got player of the month in there as well for whatever that's worth. He's 4 goals for us that have been really important. I don't know how much you judge a centre half on the goals and the goal contributions that they have, but I think leaving him out for this first half of the season would be a bit criminal, to be honest with you.
We're obviously talking about Luke Turner now, are we?
Sorry, Luke Turner. I was going to go through the trade of him because he never asked me my opinion on any of them, so I guess what I think is irrelevant completely. But do you know what? If it had gone to Luke Turner, I wouldn't have felt completely aggrieved. I think he's been solid for Pats, and I think he's a great shout to be in there. But for me, I wouldn't have him.
I definitely wouldn't have Hickey. But
Can I give my spiel on Hickey when we're doing the team, or
Shane, the floor's yours whenever you
No,
want.
I'll save it. I'll save
The
it.
floor is his, but my opinion's irrelevant on everything. Is that what it is?
Well, you're
You're getting it now, son.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
getting
No,
it.
we'll do
This
it.
is
I'm in
Shane's
the
show,
corner,
and
I
we're all
see
just
how it
living
is.
on
Yeah,
it, son.
No, we'll do the.
No one cares with the man in the
team at
corner.
end. But no, there was a show there for Fashion Early there. There was, which is look, he just hasn't played enough minutes, so I think he's kind of got injured a little bit, and that's the reason why I didn't set it. But Fashion Early off, always been brilliant. Just I do acknowledge him. I think I said him during this season as well.
I think you might have, yeah.
Yeah.
Might have. Did we want to touch off Hickey, or have we said enough? Do you want to say anything on Hickey?
I think the last time I was on, I kind of probably went a little bit harsh on him not being a defender and all that. But I have to say, you were talking about earlier on, Shane, like he scored 4 goals this season, and they're 4 kind of important goals as well. I know Darren will be able to tell you all the stats, but no, look, in all seriousness, I think he's been absolutely fantastic especially in the last couple of weeks since Bold have kind of picked up a lot of better results, and he's again came up with some big goals. So he's been outstanding.
Hickey,
I think in the last,
for me of these 3, Hickey
brilliant.
Because of the goals. Look, you can't.
Yeah.
Is he the best centre half? No. Yeah. Is he the best defender? No. But he's got 4 goals. He reminds me of big Brian Gartland. He does.
How many's he giving away, though?
1.
I don't think he's giving away
1,
that
I
many.
think.
No, I don't think he's giving away.
I think he's given away 1 against Rovers. He's given away 1, but sure, look, so is everyone else. But look, he's got 4 goals, 4 big goals. 3 of them, maybe 2 of them are winners. 1 of them is to put the game to bed.
Yeah.
And then the other one was to take the lead against Dundalk, which they didn't win. But we can't argue with 4 goals.
Yeah.
Like
if players weren't giving away goals in this league,
he's got 4 goals. He's got more goals than some strikers.
I want to compare Hickey's one that he gave away against Rovers and Tallaght to like Sabuali giving away the winner against Sligo Rovers.
Yeah, exactly.
As well. Do you know what I mean? So like if you can nitpick individual moments, but I think overall across the course of the season,
Sabuali gifted away a goal, but
he's not the fella that I'd have at centre half if I'm trying.
I'm giving 1.
If I'm trying to hang me hat on winning the game, he's not the fella.
That's the point, is to have 1. I allowed 1 ball, like 1 proper defender, and then 1 like kind of player that you go, right, look at the stats and go, how vital is he?
Well, no, it's just who's been the best players at centre half.
Like obviously, Shane's talking about his goal contributions. 7 points directly as a result of Pat's goals outside of whatever he's done at the back. The one against Galway, to make a 4-2, that's whatever. But the winner against Galway, the winner against Drogs, and then the only goal and the 1-all.
You have to remember how solid they were at the start of the season. Like the first, obviously,
100%.
So many games in the season, you just had the best defensive.
I think Sammy Todd was better than Hickey at centre half. I think Sammy Todd was better than Hickey at centre half.
In fairness, I was actually close to putting him in. I think he's been very good as well. But then,
I think
he's played. I think he's been playing as well.
My side, but I think he's been a better centre half.
I think he's played left back as well a couple of times.
Yeah.
So like, I wouldn't be like that's why. No, I agree with that. That's a mad one.
Burn's been a better centre
Burn's
half.
been very, very good in the last couple.
Again, in my opinion, is one of the most
there's a
underrated.
good staff.
Again, he's only played like the last.
Pat Hickey has more goals than Paul Jammond.
Yeah, but Waterford.
He's got 4 goals from centre half.
Yeah.
And he's probably defended so many that you don't watch.
It's probably nearly the same reason why Conor Keeley ended up in the team of the season last year.
We've conceded so many.
Conor Keeley ended up in the team of the season last year. I think he scored 8 or something. You probably know exact number.
Yeah, but he was also fantastic.
I think it was 9.
I think
it was unbelievable.
No, but Pat has been really solid and scored in goals as well. It's the exact same thing Connor done.
It's not been solid.
Defensively, in the air, he's been solid. He's got four. You have to have him in.
And even if the ball goes behind him, he's not the slowest either. So I think he's very good.
He's not the fella I'd hang me out on. But anyway, look, lads.
Well, the thing is, the viewers won't have hat on him.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I've been completely outnumbered in the poll there,
What was
lads.
the result?
It's Turner at 18%, Lebwidge at 29%, and Hickey at 53%. That's been the biggest one so far.
Yeah, there you go.
So Hickey at centre half
And
there.
Ledwidge beat Turner, and you were slagging me for Ledwidge. Yeah.
Now listen, look, the viewers.
Stick
That's
on
the
your
viewers'
pipe.
team. It's not my bleeding. Yeah, look, lads. Hickey goes in at left centre half. For you lots this evening, give your heads a wobble and hit that like button. Thanks very much. Lads,
I love how Jack said Seb's been to see every team in the league and still has less knowledge than Darren on teams. So, there we go.
I'm not saying something, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's really saying something.
tough
Dana
times.
doesn't even know Bows have a drum, for God's sake.
We have a drum.
Never mind what happens on the football pitch.
Yeah, but lads, I'm going to watch football, and Bows don't play good football, so
Oh, nah. Oh, Dad, discredit that one there now.
left back, lads. So we've got 3 suggestions for you at left back this evening. We've got 2 from Dundalk. We've got Tyreek Wilson and Bobby Burns. And we've got that fella who used to play for Dundalk in Jordan Flores at left back as well. So 3 for you to choose from this evening. Tyreek Wilson, Bobby Burns, and Jordan Flores. Lads, where do we want to start?
Has to be Bobby Burns, no? You're me.
Absolutely, yeah.
Go ahead, yeah. You're trying to throw me, Cameron Edwards, under the bus, so I'll say Bobby Burns. Go ahead.
Bobby Burns, absolutely. Look, Bobby Burns has filled in 3 different positions this season. He's been in a side that's chopped and changed their starting lineup. I've seen a question mark with Bobby Burns immediately.
Yeah, Seb, you argued for Bobby Burns, so you need to lead this conversation.
He is, he's trying to. You interrupted him.
Yeah, I'm trying my best here. That's right.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Tyreek Wilson was in for me. Shane.
Well, do you want me to say it or not?
No. I'm just saying, because people are saying this. No, hold on. Because the chat are saying this is a disgrace. So I want the people to know you put Bobby Burns. So you're defending him.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell them.
No. But I'm making sure everybody knows. So off you go.
I reckon people have got the gist.
I'm putting the camera only on you. Wait.
Oh,
off you go.
Here we go. Go ahead.
Lads, do anyone else want to say anything before I defend Bobby Burns again?
No, I do think Tyreek Wilson. Stop! I don't know what you. No. Shall I have a crack at this, Shane, or shall I just move on quickly?
No.
Bobby Burns, lads. I'll try it again. Bobby Burns has played in 3 different positions this season.
So that makes him a good left back.
I'll get to it, Daz, right? So he's fielded a left back, he's fielded a centre half, he's filled in a centre mid as well, but he's also scored an important goal, obviously, you lot. He scored a good goal there as well. He's played well. He's been one of the mainstays in our Dundalk side that's performed particularly well this season, and any time that Killer has called upon him, he's stepped up and he's played well in every game. So that's why he gets a shout out for me, lads. I think he's been fantastic for him. Yeah, energetic up and down that left-hand side when he plays there as well. He's been brilliant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'd go Tyreek.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'd go Tyreek Wilson. Yeah. I'm not
Tyreek.
I don't really want to go into much detail there. But I'll give you.
It's like I'm not even entertaining this conversation. It's Tyreek
Who
Wilson.
was the other one again?
We had Jordan Flores as
That's
well.
like you take that one, go on.
No, yeah, I think Jordan's great. He's one of those players that I think it was last season or the season before, I can't even remember, where people were kind of really getting on his back. I feel like a couple of seasons ago, people really got on Paddy Kirk's back because he was playing every week, and I don't think he was as poor as he was. Jordan was one of them players then, comes in 20, I think it's 24, I can't remember, 25, whatever it is, when he goes into left back, and he's one of them where it's kind of easy to pick on someone who's playing as consistently as he is when we're not doing well. But I think he's one that always kind of gives a 7 out of 10 performance, whether he's in centre mid or at left back. I think he always deserves a shout on these sort of things. I would have him on my team every day of the week. I think he's a really underrated player across the course of the league. I don't know if it's because he's maybe that little bit older, so you kind of tend to overlook these kind of players.
Where's that time clock?
Get the timer up. Sorry.
Yeah. Come on, it's
Oi,
5 equal to move on, lads.
I need
Jordan
more Bobby
Flores.
Burns
Yeah,
chatting.
yeah, I know, yeah,
Hurry
no,
up,
stop.
yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
think it's close between Flores and Bournes. Let's be real.
No, it's 5 equal to move on.
Oh, yeah, I think.
Let's be fair, Tyree Wilson.
We haven't even
Yeah,
got
you
to
have to give
Tyree.
him a shout out.
Yeah, no, the Tyree Wilson been absolutely fantastic.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like.
I knew though when they kind of did sign him, I was like, yeah, that's a good proper Premier Division player to get in there, like, and someone that will help you in defence and who's been around the league. So yeah, no, he's come up with some big goals as well, which is worth mentioning
Massive
as you were
goals.
talking.
Absolute thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great player. Really, really good.
I think he knows. I don't think there's too much time to waste.
No.
I think he knows. Everyone in the whole league knows. There is another player that's missed out, unfortunately, on this one, but he's further up the ranks. Who hasn't played that much. People, I don't know about the chap. What are they all about? Fitzy. He's going to play a bit higher up the pitch more. So
He does get a mention a little bit later on.
yeah,
too.
just in case.
But
the
he's
chat's
probably
going,
one
I'm
that
not sure.
missed out on the fact that he kind of plays everywhere as opposed to being nailed on in one
He actually
position.
wasn't that good left back though.
We're
Fitzy,
coming
yeah,
back
for-
to him later on, lads. So Fitzy,
Are we
I'm
talking
sorry,
about the same Fitzy?
Yeah, the same Fitzy off Love Island,
Yeah,
is
that
it?
one.
Did he
He's
get
been
signed?
playing
Did he
left back,
go?
is
Yeah, I don't know if anyone in the chat can tell us if she.
Yeah,
if-
Never
someone
watched
does
episode
Did he
of Love
get
Island,
dumped?
The lads are all over it.
It does. You've been missing out on the chat box here. People were talking about Bobby Burns and how good he's been. You've not mentioned it once, son.
I didn't want to.
Yeah,
What?
well, get back in there. I'm telling you now, get back in there and mention Bobby Burns, please. Thank you very much, guys.
I need to go home and there's something on.
What was
I'm
the-
missing Love Island. I need to get out of here.
What was the poll? 100% Wilson, was it?
57%, which is the biggest one so far for Wilson. Then we got Bobby Burns at 24% and Flores at 19%.
Let me update that. And
How many of them did you vote Bobby Burns for?
I'd say YouTube's hearing me and say, "Oh, just
yeah,
have a
just
vote."
show it in, yeah.
How does Tyreek spell his name?
Oh, come on, you're telling me Bobby Burns not been good?
No, he has been good, yeah, he has, yeah. And he has played more at left back than people think, because Wilson's played right back a few times.
And
There's somebody in the
Wilson
chat
obviously come
asking
in-
you is how can you have two left backs from the same club?
Because Wilson's played
Yeah.
right back a few times, and Bobby Burns has played left back.
Yeah,
Wilson coming a little bit later as well and took a little while to get back in
Yeah.
the game.
yeah,
for the side,
absolutely.
so-
Yeah, no, that's great.
Who is your other left backs though? Like, if everyone plays left
I
wing backs,
think since we've gone back to a back four, Connor Kane's been absolutely excellent for us. Obviously,
you
we
can't have a draw player in there.
No, obviously we've conceded a lot of goals, so you're not going to obviously include him, but he's probably been our best player this season, and he's been really, really good. I think he's come like the
To be
Connor
fair,
Kane.
to be fair to
I
say, Bobby
think he's
Burns'
been
few
excellent.
games at left back,
Yeah.
he hasn't really put a foot wrong.
Yeah,
It's when he's played
Yeah.
there. So I mean, you can't have anyone like.
yeah,
Everyone plays with wing backs these
Yeah.
days, like so.
yeah.
He's also in the chat. Bobby played left centre back in the last 2-3 games as well. This is what I'm saying. He's been pushed around all over the place,
he?
and they're still getting results. Yeah,
Oh.
he's played left centre back. He's played centre mid.
I thought JR covered centre half.
I think he did well. I think there's been a change up in there because JR was suspended as well, wasn't he?
Oh
after
yeah,
the-
yeah. Fair.
He's also played centre mid when he
All
scored.
that backs up end of an Ogan goal, anyways.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's
There
had
you
about
go. That's
400
it.
defenders in front of him.
I think that's got you. Anyway, we're going to end that poll there. We can talk about Bobby Burns all night, lads.
Bobby Burns.
So Flores come third with 18%, Bobby Burns with 24%, and the absolute, and in all fairness, well-deserved winner there in Tyreek Wilson with 58%. Lads, we're only getting onto the centre mids now, and this is the one. This is the one now where there's going to be lads absolutely hopping. If there's Rovers fans in the chat, there's going to be war. Daz, are you ready with this poll?
yes, but
Which
let
side
me
are we
just-
going
I'm gonna
for
turn-
first?
I was going to leave your camera off, but because this one's so important, I'm going to turn it back on, and then we'll do it. Tell people what we're up against. Go on.
Which side
Okay.
is it first?
Centre mid. So we're going to go, I'd say it's the right-hand side.
We're going right hand side first. We go left.
Oh, we're going big guns. Let's go big guns.
Fair enough.
Do you want to go big guns? Or do you
Go
want to
ahead.
move off? Let's go big guns. We have Dawson Devoy. We have Matt Healy. We have Jack Byrne. So that's Dawson Devoy, Matt Healy and Jack Byrne, lads. That's who we're voting against tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like, listen, I'm going to go Dawson. I'm going to go straight in. I think best player in the league. Has shown it again this season. The standards, I said it last time I was here, I'd probably be one of his biggest fans, to be honest. I think he's class.
The gay Dawson's on 92, by the way.
Yeah, no, listen, he's top class. Everything he does on the ball, I think every time he gets the ball, you just feel like, okay, something's going to happen here. Wins the ball high up. Like every time balls press high, he seems to be the one that wins it. And yeah, excellent, really, really good. If that fella keeps saying, "Hey, Dervin," I don't know why he keeps saying that. Please mute
I'll
him.
tell you what. Dervin's played well in the last few games. I've seen him not just cleaning up things, but the way he's actually been playing the ball. Last few games, much improved. I will say that now.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
He was very good against
To be fair
Jada
to him,
away,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
I thought he was probably the best player on the pitch.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Mhm.
My team this season, absolutely
No.
not.
Oh.
He's picked up his performances of late, but sure.
Yeah.
That's just an absolute landslide in the,
Big
in
time.
the poll at the moment. Shane, who are you going with?
I would go with who I think is the best player in the league.
Go on.
And it has to be Matt Healy. Give me one player to sign. He's the best number 6 in the league, and it's not even close. He covers so much ground. Is intelligent. It's only when you really watch Shamrock Rovers you see how good of a footballer this fella is. He's physically, he's got everything. He wins aerial duels. He makes unbelievable defensive headers from corners, free kicks, set pieces, crosses. He wins the ball so much. He's got the most passes in the league, which people say is quite simple because he's playing the 6th, of course. No, he is reading where the ball's going to be, and then just to get the ball back and move. He's so far ahead in passes completed per 90 of everyone else because he knows exactly what he's going to do. Look, I've watched a lot of Rovers recently. He's been unbelievable. He's got a couple of goals as well. In both boxes, he's had a few, or not both boxes.
Now, what I have to say there, Shane, is you have said Shamrock Rovers have not impressed.
No, they haven't. But maybe the more I think about Rovers, they haven't impressed. But I think it's more their attacking and defensively they're so solid. But he's just so comfortable on the ball, and he's unbelievable footballer. And I think he was always in the Ireland squad. I just don't think Bradley made a big song and dance about it. And I think that was probably nailed on all the time. Which I know, look, Devoy is the international player. And the reason why I'd have him ahead of Devoy, I mean, look, theoretically, you could probably both play them one beside each other, but we're not going to do that. Devoy's record against the top 4, to me, which would be Pats, Derry, Shells, and Rovers, is 2 wins from 9. Like, Rovers have won nearly most of their games against the big teams. And it's down. Matt Healy is unbelievable footballer. That's
I think
You've gone Devoy.
all day. I think I know like there'll be a lot of Bows fans and that voting and that, but I think overall I think the poll kind of tells you enough. I think he just is, as I said, he's without doubt the best player in the league. He's still the best player in the league. And yeah, I just think Bows are gonna. I'd just be so interested now. I think they'll obviously probably hold on to him for the summer, but at the end of this season, let's just see, because there's going to be a lot of people after him, especially abroad.
We were chatting earlier on. Daz was like, we were having a chat about someone else, and it was like, yeah, but who's second, or whatever it was. Who's top, like? You know what I mean? And yeah, you could say you could have the 2 of them in, but like, one's a 6, so I want to have a 6 in there. Same way I have one. I think they're different.
I do think
I
they're
have
different.
one centre half in there, a natural centre half, and I've got one other centre half who's like Pat Hickey, who's a bit more attacking. So the person that I've got in next has done more compared to Devoy in big games for their club.
We've also got in the chat box there, Daz would agree with me for Buckley for sure. I think Keith Buckley deserves a mention in there. He's been fantastic for Dundalk as well.
Doesn't really play really play enough minutes, does he though?
He hasn't been dropped. He's obviously
dropped.
carrying. No, he's obviously carrying.
Shane loves that.
There's a lot of talk about Aid Dervin. I don't see it, to be honest, personally. I don't know about you, but I just don't see the Aid Dervin. I think he just runs around at 100 miles an hour and just smashing into people.
Dervin's not Devoy.
We're having a chat here about Dawson Devoy and Matt Healy. Can we not please bring Aid Dervin?
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm only just reading what it's like. A lot of people talking about it. So
I don't mind that.
No, I don't.
I think it's just the same person commenting a lot. I think that's all.
Yeah, no, I just don't buy that one as slightly.
Dazzler, I mean, keep it, because we could be here all night with you here with Devoy.
Who would you have as a 6, Dazzler?
I'd have Devoy in the 6, 8, or the 10. Just
Would you,
saying.
yeah?
So you'd have Dawson Devoy over Matt Healy as a 6?
Yeah.
No.
I think Dawson can do it all. I think Dawson is the best player in the league, and I personally don't think it's close. I know there's obvious bias in there, but I think he's class at everything he does. I don't think necessarily his stats come across like Shane when we were building up this team that we're doing. Shane sent in like the goals, assists, chances created, XG, X this, X that. And Dawson might be 3rd or 4th on the list, and some of them are not on the list, and others. I don't think Dawson is the type of player that you can read a stat sheet and go, yeah, he's great. I think you watch him. I think I was saying to you, Seb, earlier on before the other lads arrived, about how there was a moment in the Rovers game there last week when I can't remember who he's chasing down. Luke's camera's gone off. One sec. You can't remember who he's chasing down. They're going through on goal, and he chases them back to the edge of our 18-yard box, shoulders them off the ball, and is able to slide in, clear the ball out for a
Who was this against us?
against Rovers. I know we lost in the end, but the Rovers game last week, and it was one of them where I was watching going, it's that kind of thing that doesn't make a stashy, but he was literally willing to die. He's like, I'll get back. I don't know where the centre halves were at this point, but it's like he gets back, 18-yard box, clears the ball when they're through on goal. And it's that sort of thing where I'm like, Dawson can do that, and then he can go up the other end then and get an assist if he needs to, because he has that creative ability as well. I personally don't think it's close. I will die on the sword.
The boy's got 8 yellow cards, lads.
What?
The boy's got 8 yellow cards.
Yeah, I've seen that actually.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why you keep getting yellow cards.
Go on then.
Do you know? Because you're not physically like either big enough, quick. And we're talking about the elite here. Like I'm not saying, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Dawson Devoy is not. I'm just saying if you were to give me one, I'd have Matt Healy over Dawson Devoy.
No, but
8 yellow cards is a significant amount of the yellow cards.
who's who's Healy playing next to?
No, I don't
And
think
who's
the yellow
Devoy
cards.
playing?
Dylan on the ball, like he's
No, the boys obviously making professional fouls somewhere along the line there to try and.
He's also
buy
talking to the
himself
ref an
a
awful
side.
lot, like in the game. Like, do you know what I mean? So he's probably getting a few bookings for the dissent.
8
Do
yellow
you know what I
cards
mean?
is
So
significant.
there's that aspect to it as well. But
Look, he gets a lot of bookings.
you
yeah,
talk
I agree
about
with that.
like stats and all that, but we don't. You look at football with your eyes, like, do you know what I mean? And you can see if you watch him and see what he does in a game. I think I'm not taking it. I think Matt Healy's class. I'd have the both of them in together. But the boy,
Yeah, that's what I would have.
Yeah,
both
I
of
think,
them
I think
in.
on the eye test, he
Similar
passes
to
over
what you
everyone.
said
Yeah.
earlier, Seb, you're like, oh, I'd have them in, like, as in natural centre halves. Like, yeah, I'd have the two of them in together, but we're basing it off this season. And for me, he's got 2 wins in 9 against the top 4 teams, which is Shells, Bows, Derry, and Rovers. He's got 2 wins. So yeah, he looks great against Sligo and Drogheda and Galway, and no offence to those teams, but they both have 2 wins from 9. So like that's where I judge the top players on, and for me, that's just not good enough.
Well, look, we've had a landslide in the poll there, lads. Jack Byrne has had 11%, Matt Healy with 22%, and Dawson Devoy with 68%. And if it's any consolation there, lads, I didn't even say who I thought, but I'd have Dawson Devoy in there, I think. But look, the viewers have gone with Dawson Devoy as their first centre mid there, Dazzler.
As they should.
Second choice in centre mid, we've got David Hurley, Barry Bagley, and Victor Ozimvuna. So David Hurley, Barry Bagley, or Victor Ozimvuna, lads. Luke, who are you going with?
Victor. Yeah.
Why is that?
Brilliant player. 17 years of age. Looks sometimes plays on the pitch like nearly a 30-year-old. Do you know what I mean? Like just he shows a lot of kind of experience that a 17-year-old playing. Sometimes I know he plays centre mid for Rovers. Sometimes like a 17-year-old shouldn't be showing you that. Like, do you know what I mean? And there's a reason. I was a bit like when he first kind of came onto the scene. I was a bit like I think he's a bit light. I just didn't think he was kind of getting pushed off the ball very easy and all that. But yeah, last couple of weeks and then I think this whole season, like he's probably played close to the most minutes for Rovers this season, and he's been unbelievable for them, and especially at 17. I just think, yeah. Again, I know you can talk about stats and all that, and his stats aren't the best, but just watch him. He just kind of just glides with it, and passing range, everything like that, has come on something shocking.
Line up.
Yeah, Victor's been good. He's he's a smart, intelligent footballer. I just think he needs to kick on. He needs to bring goals or assists to his game. I mean, when you're picking a team this season, that's like what you kind of, not saying what you have to go off, but like you do have to have that element to your game, and it will come, I'm sure. But yeah, for like I picked David Hurley for this one in terms of the choices. He's done for Galway. Everyone had Galway completely written off at the start of the season. I don't care what anyone says. Everyone thought, oh, they're at the losing these players. They were the favourites to go down with Dundalk, I think. If I'm not mistaken, they were neck and neck. They're comfortably, now they had a drop off in form, but like he's got about four goals and 4 assists or something like that. His goals are unbelievable. They're big goals. He's got an unbelievable delivery. Barely comes off the pitch. He gets moved around the matches because Caulfield knows how good of a footballer he is. And if you watch the games, he's been massive for them. And like the question again when it comes back to the voice, are Bows where people expect them to be? Probably. In and around that. No, everyone had Galway written off, and they're comfortably safe for now in terms of being last. And he's been, for me, the biggest factor in that.
I know you like to pick up on mistakes, Shane. One of his big mistakes, Hurley, was when Dawson Devoy done that little dump. Absolutely just David Hurley bought it.
Or when he missed a
Hook,
penalty
line,
against
and
Strada.
sinker. And he missed a penalty against Strada. Does that not play a factor in perhaps?
Nah,
why
that
he
wouldn't. I
get
don't think a
that
penalty would.
No, that's
anyways.
the void though. So with his again similarity to the void is Dawson the void better than David Hurley? Obviously, but like you judge him off with his games against the teams around him, and he's picked up so many points for them with his set pieces, with his goals against teams that means something. Where the void, like yeah, he's gonna dribble past them. So what? That's not really a mistake if the void goes runs past you. Now if it draw the player, no offense to them or someone around their position, but as I said. No, he's been the unbelievable for them this year, and they are way ahead of where people thought they would be.
Dazzler, where are we going on this one?
Yeah, I personally went Hurley. I think he's great. I think deserved to be in there with a shout. I think the only argument that you could have in there, other than Hurley, is to have Healy alongside the. But for me, I think he deserved to have a shout in there. And was in my team I didn't have Healy in my team. I had Hurley and the voice side by side. Regardless of the order of the nominations that we put in the polls, I think it's been fantastic, and I think for at least the elections that I had, I've put in everyone that I've put in is either punching in a team that's also punching, and I think Galway have done that this season. I think I started the season. I can't remember if I had Galway 10th or 9th. I had them going down the night, and they've proved me wrong. They've been very solid, and Hurley's been a key component of that. I think he deserves to be in there.
It's worth noting, lads, that the chat is very much saying Bolger should be mentioned in centre mid. They're saying Hurley's not even been Galway's best centre mid.
He's the sixth, yeah. He's the sixth, like. Yeah, he has been good, solid. I just think goal contributions and key moments is why I'd have Hurley in there over Bolger.
I stuck Barry Bagley in there just for the chat, lads, because Barry Bagley again has been in part of that midfield where there's been a lot of changes. Jamie Lennon's been coming in, Darren Nugent's been coming in, Forrester's been coming in, Cian Levy's sitting inside as well. He's kind of been the mainstay through it all.
Yeah, he has.
And they've been strong midfield this season. Pats, and although Barry Bagley is not obviously, again we talk about stats, but he's not up there with the stats. He keeps the ball ticking in the midfield. He's been consistent for them, and I liked what I've seen so far. So he's in there with a shout for me as well. Lads, we'll wrap that vote up there. Barry Bagley with 22%, David Hurley with 28%, and Victor Ozenvuna gets 50% of the votes this evening, lads. What do we think of that one?
Crazy.
That's a good one, yeah.
That's mental.
You're happy?
Yeah.
You find that mental?
That's mental. David Hurley has so many goals and assists. Like they win matches. Like they don't flicks and tricks around the middle of the park. Doesn't. Like, yeah, is he going to be a better footballer? Is he a better footballer? Yeah, but like Hurley has won points for Galway. Like that's you can't diminish that. Like this isn't about who the best footballer is. Like you got to judge this season alone. That's mental. But anyway, fair enough.
That's the viewer side, Shane.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe he doesn't make ours, but we'll find out at the end anyway for sure.
I couldn't even spell David Hurley, by the way, and the viewers want me to spell Victor.
Why do you have another pint, Dad? You might be in luck then. You might be able to get it then.
I read that correctly. I could have double checked here. Oh, unbelievable.
Right, lads. Let's get into the right wing. So for right wing here, I mean, look, we've got these players could have played there. You may say that's not his natural position, whatever you think. But look, this is what we've gone with tonight, lads. Right wing, you've got the choice of Cian Levy, Owen Kenny, or Christopher Twardek. So that's Cian Levy, Owen Kenny, or Christopher Twardek there, lads. Where do we want to start? Let's start with you there, Luke.
I'd go Cian Levy. Just over again watching him play, he just completely when he's on the pitch gets the ball, glides with it. And then he's added goals and that to his game as well. I just remember the goal he scored against us. He kind of just cut in on the left and then he passed it into the bottom corner. It's just a bit of quality. Just set with them names there. Like Chris Twardek's a good mention as well. He's kind of close one, I think. Like has kind of came into the league. You know, probably wrote him off considering different stuff and all that. But he's done really, really well and he's popped up with a good few goal contributions for Galway. Some big moments. But football and ability, you can just see what Cian Levy brings to that Pats team, and I'd go with Cian Levy.
I'll take Alan Kenny, I suppose. I think he's very underrated. I think the front three of Dundalk are what's kind of got them where they are, and obviously Tariq Wilson, to be fair. But yeah, Kenny's been brilliant on the wing. A couple of goals, couple of assists, but his all-round play, his work rate. I think Killa used to take him off at the start of the season. I haven't looked into it too much yet, but I'd be shocked if he done that now. I wouldn't have him off the pitch. He came off against us at half time a few weeks ago. I couldn't believe it. He's been brilliant. So just throw him in there. He's not going to win, but deserves an honourable mention for me.
Dazzler, I know you wanted to. Sorry, I know you're on the move now. I just want
fix.
to catch you before you move on. I know you wanted to give an honourable mention for ex-Bowsman Twardek in there, Dazzler.
Yeah, when we're going through our teams, I was the only one who suggested Twardek. I think I'm trying to remember the exact stats. I think he had 4 goals for Bows in 73 games or something like that. Come in this season, I expected nothing of him, and he's got 11 goals and assists for Galway this season. I think he's been incredible. I think he's been one of the surprise packages of the season so far. Had to get a suggestion in there from, I think, the honourable mention at the very least. I think he's tough competition there in Keane Levy, because Keane Levy's arguably been the player of the season. But Twardek has been a real surprise. I didn't expect him to be as good as he was, but 1,000,000% deserves it.
He just hasn't played enough though.
No, but
when I say goal, I've been on there playing goal contributions and all this, but he doesn't even play. He's played about 800 minutes.
He's played his role,
he's
though.
Played
Hasn't he?
half the season.
He's played his role.
He's played 800 minutes. What,
he comes on with
700?
half hour to go and he makes an absolute impact.
No, but that's not. That doesn't do you enough to get into. If your own manager's not picking you, how can I pick you?
Yeah.
So yeah, can we have a bench then? Can we do a super sub then? Can we?
His stats have not been great throughout numerous seasons, but Caulfield knows how to get a tune out of
him.
He
But
knows.
you can't get in over Keane Levy, come on.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, no, just because I did say about stats and goals contributions and all that stuff, but he hasn't. He's like 800 minutes of like a 700 whatever minutes, 1700. Sorry.
Levy for me, Levy for me.
Like when you watch the matches,
Levy's been one of the best players in the league.
So
Levy's always had it in the locker, hasn't he? Where he's got those jinking runs. But this
just so much ability. It's just not many wingers in the league have that. Or I don't know if he might not play sometimes as a 10 and all that. But when you see him on the ball, there's not many players can do what he can do. Do you know what I mean? When he has the ball at his feet. So. He's class. Very good.
Yeah, the only thing I think I'd like him to kind of stop, actually probably not like him to stop doing this. He runs so fast that he just kicks the ball in the box, but most people can't keep up with him. There's never people there. But look, he's what you pay to go and watch.
Yeah, he is.
He's been.
Ball sticks to him as far as
I had him as player of the season before Pat's kind of dwindled off. They had a great chance to go and make a real challenge, and the minute they got top, I think I jinxed them maybe. But that's my only for right wing, he's nailed on, and it's not even close. Surely the pole, I can't see the pole, but surely it's
ball sticks to him, and he's always chasing down that back line. For me, he's always at them, but he looks a little bit more. He looks like he has just that little bit more cutting edge this season than we've seen over other seasons.
Kenny's not getting the best out of him either. I think he's stuck him on this little pocket on the right that he can't get out of, and I just think give him free rein to go and move around where he wants.
Make stuff happen. I think that's the one he should be doing. Yeah.
He played that box 10 nonsense and he's stuck on the right. So I don't even think Pat's getting the best out of him, but he's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's very good.
We're going to end the poll there.
Surely he's winning, is he?
No, Keane Levy 54%, Owen Kenny 18%, and Twardek has got 28%. Few Dundalk lads in the chat.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about that.
Go on the other wing first. We need to get
we'll get there.
ready.
We'll get there. We'll get that one back.
We'll get the cameras.
Already said who won that one?
It was Keane Levy, the Dazzler. Keane Levy.
Go left wing first.
Well, I was going to go centre.
No, we'll make sure the cameras are alright though. Make sure, so we'll go left wing. It's a bit easier.
Right, okay. So look, we're going to skip the centre mid there, centre attacking mid there, Dazzler. We're going to go straight in for left wing. All right, so lads, we're going to go left wing then. See a few of you shouting for Daryl Horgan, asking where he is when he's in the left wing, lads. So,
that's where he plays.
That's where he plays. So Daryl Horgan.
Do Bowes deserve a nomination for left wing, or what's the crack there?
Well, they'll win that one, and they'll be the only one in the poll, Daz.
Nailed on that one. Oh, God.
Fair enough.
The old climate director will be in there, and
we need the climate to do something in here. It's roasting, and the cameras are struggling with the heat.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely is. It's like a sweatbox in here. Anyway. Left wing, lads. We've got the three again. Daryl Horgan, Marcus Strods, and Will Fitzgerald. So it's Daryl Horgan, Marcus Strods, and Will Fitzgerald.
Daz, are you ready to take strides, are you?
Sligo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go straight in for that then,
Yeah, go
Dazza.
on.
Let's not waste no time. Here we go.
30 seconds.
Luke, I'll wake you up in about 20
I'm on a
minutes.
timer.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think Marcus has earned his nomination here again as well. He's one of those players. The biggest compliment I gave him when I spoke to him was that he doesn't look like an academy player getting minutes. So camera's gone there. It's Deb's, of course it is. Your camera's really struggling here, Seb, with the heat. So let me fix this real quick.
Right, I'll take it.
No, I'll continue. The biggest compliment I could give him was I said to him, you don't look like an academy player just being given minutes for the sake of it. You look like you've come in and you're a real first-team player now. He's only 19. He got a couple of minutes last season and just to kind of get a taster, and then he's been a real kind of integral part of Bows this year. He's had a bit of a knock the last couple of weeks, so he's missed the last 3 games or so.
We realised how good he was and injured him, did we?
That's basically what it was. Yeah,
Has he gone since that game, is he?
Yeah, I think we kind of put the
stick the boot in him. He's still good. Yep.
Put the jinx on him a little bit, but I think he's been great. He's been one of them players. He's looked very effective when he goes on his right foot or his left foot. Got a couple of assists, a couple of goals. And I've been really, really impressed by him. I think when he first kind of broke through, all of the eyes were on Reece Brennan at that stage. Reece Brennan's gone on loan, and Marcus kind of come in and made his own, and been really impressive. So I have a lot of positive things to say about Marcus.
We've had a donation, lads. That's the first
have
thing
we?
we need to
Sorry?
touch on there. No, you're all good. I want to let you finish there. Dazza McConnelly Books has put in another €5. Thank you ever so much for your donation.
Legend.
It's very much appreciated. Who's going next then, lads? Look,
Just give a shout out to Strods there. He's definitely been good, and he could end up here next season easily as the left winger. So he's definitely not one to be sniffed at.
I thought you were going to say here in the studio.
Yeah, I was
thinking,
hopefully, yeah.
retiring, is he?
Guys, I saw that out there last season. Who was it? Fitzy.
Fitzy, yeah, I think you should take Fitzgerald.
We leave Horgan to Luke.
To Luke.
Yeah, no,
dying
yeah,
to talk
yeah.
about him.
Yeah,
no.
no, Fitzy, yeah, to be fair, he's probably not played enough games on the wing. He played a lot of left back, but he probably wasn't as good there as he was. We love him higher up the pitch, and his goal contribution, he got player of the month, didn't he, for one of them? Yeah, look, if Sligo lost him, they'd be gone, like, without him, like.
I think it's worth mentioning Shane Fitzgerald as well, is that Sligo Rovers' form wasn't particularly great when he played left back.
Yeah, exactly.
When he moved further up the pitch as well, their form tend to pick up as well.
Which
And he was
probably why he'll just miss out, because he hasn't played left wing enough compared to someone that's producing. Like his numbers are very good.
Yeah, he's put most crosses in the box this season as well.
Yeah, it's absolutely nobody.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Your mate Traore's on there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, look, he's going to have a big season, and are they going to be able to keep him? That's the big question. I know we've heard rumours in the off season that there was bids in for him and stuff, and they managed to keep him, but he must be looking here. I think he's 25 now. Feels like he's about 45.
Is he only 25? You are joking.
Been playing for a good while, hasn't he? Yeah.
He was 25.
25 or 27.
Fitzy.
Oh, I'll
25, 27,
Fitzgerald,
maybe
yeah.
something like that.
No, he's
Oh,
good.
He played at Limerick when he was like 15, 16, the first
Yeah.
season against us.
My word.
But when Limerick had all their money, like
He was with
Limerick
Derry as
37
well then, wasn't he?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
signed him.
Derry, yeah.
Limerick
Yeah.
37 had loads of money,
Yeah.
and he still played him. He was like 15, 16, maybe
Class, yeah.
16.
Let me ask you another question. I want to ask you a question, Shane. Does he get in any side
27.
in the league?
27. Which is
So he's
quite
hitting his
good.
prime now. Does he get
Yeah.
in any side in the league?
Does he get in any side?
Any side
I
in
mean, he
the
can't
league?
even get in our side, so like.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Would he not get in your side now?
Oh, as a left wing back, yeah, he would, yeah.
Does he get in any side in the league?
Any side.
Any side, any of the sides in the league? So any of the 10 Premier Division sides?
Look, the
does he
biggest
get in any
compliment
side?
we can pay to him is I heard Rovers were after him in the off season.
Mhm.
So
Does he get in that side?
in certain games, yeah, he probably would. In terms of defensive, I mean, he's better than Jake Mulroney, so yeah.
Certainly has a
Yeah.
role to play, is what you say.
Yeah, so Jake Mulroney starts. Will Fitzgerald is better than Jake Mulroney, so yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Getting any side in the league for you?
No, it's a tough one. You'd have to properly look at each squad and all that. But yeah, I think probably certain games maybe he could play for any of the teams, and especially if Rovers are after him, they see something. But like Rovers, I tend to kind of sign that kind of player that are probably you wouldn't expect him to sign. Because I wouldn't expect him to sign him, but he is a fantastic player, and it's mad that
He probably does.
he's
How do you
the-
say it though? He gets in the head
He's
of Rooney.
he's
Yeah.
the type of person. It's not just the type of player he is, the type of personality as well. He's got the armband on.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He does look like a leader, not necessarily
Yeah.
vocally, but he does
How
carry teams.
quickly can we rattle this off? He gets in the head of Rooney. He gets in the left-sided
Yeah.
wing back for us, wing back for Pats.
Mhm.
Gets a wing back for Rovers when Rainey's playing.
Yeah.
He's better than whoever's on your left wing. And he's better than all the bottom 6 left wing, so he gets never in the league.
Yeah.
There
There you go then.
Oh, Dundalk maybe is probably Kenny Horgan. Would he play left back? Dundalk
Declan
probably.
McDade, don't forget about him. He's been on
Dundalk's
fire this
maybe
season.
the only one
Someone
that
mentioned
he probably
McDade in the chat, and someone else said he just spawned in, scored 2 against Galway, and just dipped. That was it.
No, he chipped the keeper against Waterford. No,
he probably wouldn't get in Dundalk given the form they're in. But Horgan's not got that many years left in him. So.
fair play.
I'm going to reveal something here and say Will Fitz nearly signed for Rovers at the start of the season. But
Yeah,
just saying.
there you go.
There
There it is.
So my
news.
sources were not too wrong then.
Yeah.
So
And
lads-
what stars that told me.
The chat is the poll so far is saying Stroud's at 14%, Will Fitz at 29%, and the absolute running away with it at the moment is Darryl Horgan. How good has he been, Luke? I mean, you're absolutely itching to start talking about Darryl Horgan.
Nah, listen, I
The
think,
skipper
we
for
know you wanted
Dundalk.
this one.
no, listen.
Take it away, Luke.
No, look, I know you probably want me to say something mad, but honestly, he's so good. Like, you have to just take your hat off to him. He's probably shown the kind of that. Obviously, he's Dundalk's best player. And every single game, you know what you're gonna get with him. I think first half when we played against him in the home game, he was outstanding, so good. Then second half, he went off injured at half time. I think he's carrying a bit of a shoulder issue or something at the moment, but they missed him in that second half because I don't think Dundalk created next to nothing in that second half against us. So everything was kind of going through him in the first half. But he's a brilliant player. Lots of goal contributions, assists.
Did you see his goal last week with the left foot? That was
He's class. Like, he's shown.
that goal was brilliant.
You took him off when we were at the Louth Derby.
Yeah, he was injured.
But we're at the first half, Dundalk were all over you.
Yeah.
And it could have been.
Oh no,
2-3
it could have
nil.
been easily.
He come off at half time, game changed.
He didn't. But I actually couldn't tell you anything they done in the second half. Like,
No.
chances wide, I think
They were
before
nowhere
we
near it.
scored, Tally made a good save from Owen Kenny. But apart from that, there was literally nothing.
He was terrible
Um,
when he came back though.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, he wasn't
When
great.
he came
yeah,
back, I wonder how much Killers got out of
Yeah.
him though, because he
Yeah, he
was
went for it.
brutal when he came back. Like.
Even last year, he wasn't that great in the first division either.
No.
He's got
Kind of
fit
feels
this
like he's one of
season.
them players that you have to kind of get at and just say, listen,
He
you
doesn't
are.
look fit though, does he? Like,
Oh, he's definitely.
Oh,
he's
he's got the fitness for it.
Oh,
Ah,
he's
he's
absolutely.
unbelievable. He's
No,
unbelievable.
he's
Yeah.
absolutely.
He's
He's probably the
fantastic.
fittest I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He is.
He's kind of showing shades of kind of what
he was
beforehand.
Yeah.
So I think that's that's a testament to him and probably the work that he's done over probably the years to get back to their fitness levels. Look, I'm not 100% sure. We all know kind of what he was like when he went abroad. He done well. He's done well for himself. And then this season he's come back. He's properly now this year, and he's shown kind of the player he is.
He's the most goals and assist contribution in the league.
Yeah, says it all.
That's all exactly. Yeah.
Says it all.
Yeah.
Just on TikTok there, lads. Do you have every League of Ireland flag on the roof? I have all of the grounds that I've been to. Scarves on the ceiling. So there's Salt Hill, Devon right there. So there you go. Colester Donecarney don't do one, so I couldn't get theirs. But I have Pat's one and Athlone Town one to go up as well, which is not up.
There we go.
So there you go. Lads, hit that like button, please, if you're enjoying the stream so far. All donations are welcome, as always. Thanks very much to all of those who donated so far.
Camera's ready now for this one.
Is the camera ready for the big one then, Dazzler?
Oh, here we go.
Right. Centre attacking midfield. We have the legend that is Graham Burke, who we touched on, who's probably the best, if not one of the best players in the league in the last 20 years, Graham Burke. We have Shell's talisman, Harry Wood. And we have that man from Ballymun, Ross Tierney. Lads, where do we start? I suppose, actually, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to Luke.
Okay.
What do you reckon, Luke? Who do you want to talk about?
I like Rossi. Tierney's good. Tierney's been brilliant. I think he pops up with a lot of big goals for them. Kind of has shown as well, I think, in the last kind of couple of weeks in particular, how good he really is, and kind of finishing games off as well. He pops up with the other one. Sorry, just remind me of the other one. I know Graham Burke. What was the other one?
Harry Wood.
Harry Wood. Sorry.
Was
So
that
yeah,
intentional, was it?
Ross Tierney's an honourable. No, Ross Tierney's an honourable mention. 100%. I think he's class. He's so good. And he's just like kind of the perfect player for Bowles in that kind of position. And I think he's great at finding the pass in behind, but he's great at getting on the end of things as well. So yeah, he's a brilliant player. But the one I would choose would be Harry Wood. Shane's already
You
starting to
just
smile
asked
over
who
there.
was the other one, and then you gave them the vote.
Yeah, no, I think Harry Wood. Yeah, I do think Harry Wood. That was who I have in my team, and I will get to that one. But Harry Wood would be the one 100% I go for. Every single time I watch Shells, he just stands out. Sometimes he kind of just puts Shells on his back and just kind of does his own thing. And he has again shown so much quality, and I'll be very surprised if he's here this time next year.
John Harper, thank you very much for your €8 donation. We really appreciate that. That'll definitely get you a pint this time, Daz. So there you go.
Another one.
I'll tell you what, son. Luke,
Think I've had enough.
you'll be driving, Luke. Tell you that. We've also had in the chat there, Shane, I just want to mention, Jade Rose said, what's Shane say, Harry Wood? So Shane, who you going
no,
with?
just to give Borky his credits, like he just haven't played enough minutes and is pressing his all-round game, but he's producing goals.
Yep.
All three of these are producing goals, but I think Borky's probably just not producing all round. But yeah, look, Borky's a phenomenal player, but this season you can't compare them to those two. But look, lads, I'm walking out here if the answer's not Harry Wood, like. Yeah.
I
Come
feel
on.
like every goal Graham Burke scored as well has been from 40 yards. What's the crack there?
Graham Burke's
Just
been
so,
absolutely
like,
phenomenal
so
this
clinical
season.
outside the box.
Yeah,
It's bizarre.
that's his best. I think that's his best attribute, to be honest.
He's had that.
Yeah.
I said
Just
I
that ball
played him as
striking
a
is
kid,
class.
Played
So
him as a
good.
kid, and that's like his left foot, his striking ability is just ridiculous.
The one he scored against
Just when
Manchester
you
United
think
was a
he's
joke.
not gonna, this could be his last season, he gets better again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's been absolutely phenomenal this
But
season.
it reminds you of like a boxer who like never loses that power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he could just saunter around the pitch, like, and just like get
He
a set
does though.
piece.
He
I
kind
know,
of
but
does
even
though.
the way
He
Listen,
does.
I don't
Yeah.
wanna-
Even the way
Yeah.
he won that
He
foul
Saunders 'cause his
towards
legs are
the
gone,
end of
Shane, is that
the
right?
Yeah.
even the way he won that foul towards the end of the Dublin Derby to get that free kick as well.
yeah, that
even the
boy
way
and Tierney just shoved him
Yeah,
over, and
but-
no man's. You
Yeah.
forgot to touch off that last.
The
week.
only reason I wouldn't put Burke in is like he starts like 2 or 3 games in a row, then he won't start for 2 games in a row, and then he
Yeah,
start
that, you
again
can't.
for.
Look, that's why
So
I
that's the
didn't
only
wanna-
reason I wouldn't
I
have
didn't
him in
want
the
to
team
skip
this
past him.
season
Like
so
I
far.
wouldn't disrespect
It's just,
him.
but that's just Rovers. That's not his fault, right? That's just Rovers and they.
Well, they're managing his minutes this year.
Exactly,
That
yeah,
sounds
but,
like a
but
manager
they probably
and-
know. Maybe he might have knocks that we don't know about, but
He definitely does. He's afraid to get
yeah,
injured. That's
but
what it looks
like you know, that just shows the players that they have that he's able to just play every.
But it's
second game,
Harry
like, it's
Wood.
class.
Like, if you want to go to Daz, let Daz take.
Well, I think it's
Rossi
worth
forward.
mentioning just before we get into that, lads, that we're saying we definitely wouldn't have Graham Burke. Graham Burke's got 54% of the vote so far. So
Yeah,
the
'cause he's the
viewers are
most.
picking 50 now at 53%.
All the Rovers fans woke up.
Rossi is
I
at
imagine
21
people are
and
voting
Harry
on him.
Wood is at 26.
Then,
So
they're
this is
doing it to annoy
definitely,
me and Daz. That's why.
this is
I also
definitely
think he's getting votes purely on his reputation and how
Yeah.
good he's been for 10 years plus.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I'm not too sure about that now.
No. That's not to say he hasn't been good this year. But I think this is like when you see like nominations for like Messi and Ronaldo and stuff for the Ballon d'Or when they've been playing in the MLS and Saudi and stuff. It's like he could ride on his name, even though he has
Yeah, I
been good
agree
this
with
year.
that.
He could ride on his name because of how good he's been
yeah,
in
you
previous
can't.
years.
No,
You
I
can't
think-
have Graham Burke ahead of it. Like
I
this
think
season.
he has been
He's not even
that good
playing.
No,
for a decade.
Yeah.
I think he's been that good for a decade.
I mean, we should have Chris Warwick then ahead of Kane Levy if that's the case. So the whole poll just contradicts itself.
No,
He doesn't
look,
play.
I think there's 3 serious nominations there. I think they all deserve a shout for different reasons. It goes without saying I put the Rossi one in there. I think Rossi's been pivotal to a lot of Bo's good this year. My argument against Harry Wood, which I said to Shane.
Oh, let me talk about Harry Wood,
You
please.
know, I'm gonna
You
let
just
you
talk about
Harry
your
Wood.
player.
I'm
Thank you.
just going to give a brief.
No, you just talk about Rossi.
Well, sorry. Okay. Graham Burke,
Oh, yes.
fantastic player. Rossi, love him. Just love him. I think he's been so good this year. I think he deserves all the credit in the world. I won't even look at Harry Wood. Sorry,
No, I'll tell
Shane.
you what, Daz, though, I want to hear exactly what. Sorry, Shane. I want to hear exactly what you have to say
what do
about
you think
Harry
of
Wood.
Harry
Don't
Wood?
mind him.
All I want
Don't
to say about
mind
Harry
him,
Wood was,
Daz. You say what you want to say, son.
when I done my team of the season, I mentioned this briefly earlier on, everyone that I put in my 11 was someone who was overperforming alongside their team overperforming, especially for the lads playing for Dundalk and Galway, etc. They're punching and our teams are punching as a result. Harry Wood punching and Shells are, by their own standards, miles off it. And I think it's all well and good standing out in a poor team, but if you're not pulling your team up the table, then what are you really doing? And that's my argument against Harry Wood. As much as he's obviously a fantastic player, and there's
It's
no
not his
argument
fault the
about him
centre halves are
individually.
conceding stupid
But-
goals from set pieces.
Yeah, but I mean,
He's,
Shells were arguing.
he scored goals against Bows, Rovers, and Pats.
That's
so
all
that's
the
where you
rugby's are. What,
judge-
6th? 5th?
What?
Why is
No, but it's not Harry Wood's fault why we are where we are.
yeah?
He's been absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
No, that's all well
Like-
good. But like you look at like, let's just say if we're going to argue for a similar position, say you look at Bruno Fernandes, Bruno
No, we're not
Bruno Fernandes, not Bruno
What?
Mars.
Like,
like he is. He dragged a United side
No,
up the table, and that's kind of what you would hope for Harry Wood to do the same thing.
it's not. He's scoring goals.
Yeah.
He scored another goal. He scored goals against Rovers, Pats, and Bows.
Bruno Mars.
Like he's got what
That's
6, 7, and he scored even his penalties. He's scoring. People say penalty merchants. They're all like massive penalties to either get us back in the game or get us ahead in terms of like. But he scored goals against Pats, Bows, Rovers. That's what you judge these players on. And he's scoring goals against the weak teams.
I do agree with you,
He's
Shane. Yeah, I
playing
agree.
unbelievable. He's
Yeah.
absolutely carrying us, and
Yeah.
we are scoring goals.
Yeah.
Like we're just not keeping them out, and
Yeah.
mainly from set pieces. That's not his fault. Like,
Yeah.
or mainly because we've got defenders that can't defend. Harry Wood's doing his job, but Harry Wood's never been dropped. We've kind of rested him for the Monday game. Ross Tierney's been dropped by Bows.
For one game.
He still got
For
dropped, though.
one half of a
If
game.
you get dropped, you get dropped. Harry Wood's never been dropped. We wouldn't even think about dropping the man. And even when he got rested, he came on and scored against Bows. So that was good management. Like, he needed to rest. He played every minute nearly. Like,
I love
he's
how you've
been-
rephrased being dropped to arrest.
Well, it was a Monday game. Of course, he got rested.
Yeah.
He got rested. Tierney got dropped on a Friday. Like Friday games, there's no need to rest players on the Friday games. You got dropped because you were in bad form. So Harry Wood's been.
Tierney came on you're saying Wood came on and got the goal against Bows today. Tierney came on, he won the flick on that ended up leading to the equaliser on that game.
Tierney got what?
He got the
Reece
flick
Kane.
on that led to the goal.
No, he got dropped.
Reece
though.
Kane is part. I want Shane to keep this penno energy when it comes to collie wheeling.
Oh, if you score big penalties, that's fine. If you score penalties and they're big
Oh, what a
penalties,
feeling.
they're definitely big goals. They're way more like, I don't get the whole penalty merchant thing. But Harry Wood, lads, he's doing unbelievable.
Yeah.
His walk rate, I'd say, if you put a GPS on a player, his walk rate is unbelievable. He is a little bit restricted in the kind of shape we play, but like he's absolutely carried us.
Shane, just to clarify, who are you going with as your backing mid? Because I'm not too sure anyone understands who you're thinking here. So just tell all the viewers: is it Graham Burke, is it Harry Wood, or Rossi? Because
I don't even need to answer.
we're all unsure.
I don't
here,
even need to
to
answer
be
that
honest with
question.
you.
I'm not even going to answer that question.
Well, I'd like you to touch on Harry Wood at least,
It's
please, if you wouldn't mind.
Definitely H.
Right, okay.
And I'd hope to God that we keep him in July.
So John Harper's put Burke has played as much league and Wood is what he put. Akron Hoop just logged on. Where's Burke in the team? There we go. Straight in for Burke. Well,
He's not on it.
on
He's
the
been
poll.
here all the time.
So
yeah.
get
He's
your
got a
vote
couple
in,
of mentions,
Akron
but
Hoop.
he's not playing.
There you go.
No, Harry Wood. I know Shane has gotten into a lot of detail about it, but yeah, look, he is top drawer, isn't he? Like, do you know what I mean? I think he has shown again so much quality. Again, it's one of them players that when he gets the ball, something might happen. And again, I just don't think there's many players in the league like that. And I wouldn't be surprised if there is
He's
interest.
got
don't-
different goals as well.
Yeah.
Though.
I
Goals outside the box,
think
in the box.
the goal he
We're
scored
going to wrap
again.
this up, lads, because we're going to be here all
Yeah,
night.
gotta
on
be
the
here
attacking
all
mid.
night.
It was
So we're going to move on. Look, Rossi's 20%, Harry Wood's 25%, Graham Burke is 55%. I don't even get to give me opinion in it, lads, but just for what it's worth,
That's why you're the host.
I'll go with Harry Wood.
So Harry Wood beat Rossi, did he?
Harry Wood beat Rossi, yeah,
Fair
but Graham
enough,
Burke
that's
come
what
out on top. Right, so we're gonna have to wrap that up because we'll be here all night, lads.
Last
but there you
position.
go, Graham Burke, and I think he's a worthy winner as well. He's been fantastic this season. Last position, lads. We've got three obviously top centre forwards here. We've got Tommy Lonergan as one of your choices. We got Ryan Edmondson, and we got Bemi Arubi. We're gonna go with you, Luke.
I think Mark Dole should be in them mentions just to clarify. He's the same amount of goals as Edmondson and Lonergan. But yeah, no, I'd go with Edmondson. I think he's been probably the sign of the season. Popped up with a lot of big goals, Pats early on the season. And I think his overall play is really, really good as well. Do like Arubi as well. I think every time he's played against us, I think he's caused us problems. But overall, Edmondson, I just think come in. Pats were kind of missing that kind of goal score in a way. And I know Max Matta kind of struggled with injuries and all that as well, so they needed somebody there that was going to kind of step up, and Keane has had injury problems as well, so yeah, I would go for Edmondson all day, but I do think Mark Dole should be in.
How's that?
I would. For me, it was a toss-up between Arubi and Edmondson. I think Edmondson deserves a shout because I mean it wasn't expected to be for 9 up there because of in it, and then I think a Ruby's probably been a better player than it. And I would have a Ruby as
Yeah, it's a Ruby all day. He's been the best player I've seen play against Shells. He's got everything. I've seen someone there say if you got someone else that put Mark Doyle in ahead of Ruby. Ruby has I think 6 goals and 3 assists.
Mm-hmm.
So and put their big assists like. He's a handful for centre halves. Yep. He's been the most complete striker in the league. Edmondson probably would have been our top goal scorer, but he kind of dropped off again when Pats needed him to kind of kick on, and they had the chance to compete. They've fallen off a cliff. A lot of people don't know about him, so. But yeah, to where Ruby is, where he is this season, he's easily the best number 9 in the league, and there's absolutely no chance he's going to be at Dundalk next year.
No, I'd be surprised. Well, no, I'd say he'll be there for the summer, but I'd be interested if there's interest now in this summer.
Oh, there will, 100%.
There will be.
Oh, there has to
Yeah,
be.
100%.
He's been absolutely fantastic.
Been the best. He's been all around the best striker in the league. Like.
Yeah.
And they all have goals, and he's got goals and assists.
Yeah.
He's not too far behind.
He bullied Pat Hickey and Sammy Todd.
He's bullied everyone.
At Daily Mount that night when there was talks of them two being absolutely formidable. He absolutely bullied them.
Yeah.
Teams are dropping off Dundalk because of him.
Adam, Waterford fan in the chat, said Edmondson and Ruby have great players around them, while Tommy Lonergan's playing alongside a 40-year-old with non-existent.
Oh, I agree with
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I know,
Lonergan's
but
been-
if you're going to mention Tommy Lonergan, then I think you have to mention Mark Doyle. Like, 'cause
Tommy Lonergan's
Here we go
all-round
again.
game.
No,
Yeah.
hold on. Talking about Tommy Lonergan.
Okay, I'm just saying though about, because we've gone on tangents about Shells and Pats here,
Oh.
Shells and
Yeah,
Balls here. I mean,
Just
sorry.
remember that time when Tommy Lonergan got absolutely smashed by Tally and gave the penalty to Waterford? Do you remember that?
Will you?
Yeah,
Absolutely
Stop.
lifted.
Stop it. No, that wasn't.
Do you know what? He gets an extra point for being able to buy a foul. I'll give him that for that one.
And you that's what start earlier on the most duels. Like it's all centre halves, and then it's Tommy Lonergan.
Yeah,
Because he wins so many headers, like.
Yeah, I do like him, but yeah. Anyways,
But the answer is Ruby here. You're talking about moving on. It has to be. Surely Ruby's winning this poll.
Yeah. Well, look, if it was me, I did say Edmondson, but it was more for to play devil's advocate at the time, to be
It was
honest.
the
with you.
top goal scorer thing a few weeks ago. Now he's being caught that he has to.
Well, also, he wouldn't have got a mention. So I felt like he had to get a mention. But
He would have
Ruby's-
because he's
Ruby's
top
been-
goal scorer.
Yeah, but Ruby's fantastic. No, I mean now. Because I only stuck that team together yesterday now.
Yeah, but everyone had Edmondson because we do these things. It's hard to leave out top goal scorer. But I might.
Well, no, it's not even for that. It's more for the fact that he.
It's hard to leave out top goal scorer,
I
you're
mean, that he's.
Mark Doyle.
I thought he played well. I thought he played well in the games I've seen him. He's been a handful. Stick the ball in the box. You'd fancy him on the end of it to stick it in the back of the net. And I think if you're going to have a striker who puts the ball in the back of
Didn't
the net,
realise how big he was, by the way, until he got
tall.
subbed off against
Big lad, yeah.
Bowers and walked by me and you. Like, he's a monster.
Yeah.
Realise how big he was.
big lad.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to Ruby, lads. That's it. Daz has not even ended the poll and immediately put it in the viewers 11.
He's ran away with
Oh, yeah, 65%. Lonergan's got 8%. Edmondson with 27%, and a Ruby is 65%.
Mark Doyle has 100, does he?
He has 100,
But he does on this
just to
side of the
clarify,
table.
you should.
There you go. Fair play to you, Luke. Fair play to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, lads, there you go. Look, there's your 11. You've got Enda Minogue in the sticks. You've got Jimmy Brown, Sabawale, Hickey, Wilson, Devoy, Victor, Levy, Burke, Horgan, and a Ruby. Dazzler, is there any way we can leave that on the screen and show our 11? Or is that not possible? If it's not, that's fine.
Where did you send me your R11 somewhere?
I did.
Where's it on?
I sent it. I downloaded it. didn't
Oh
I?
yeah, sorry. You opened as a video. Yeah, I got
So
it.
before that goes up, do I get to say mine then?
Yeah, go on. Say
Like
call
the
it out. Yeah, go on.
individual one that I would have done.
Call it out. Yeah.
So I had Minogue in goal,
Yeah.
Sabawale right back, Redmond and Hickey centre halves, Tariq Wilson left back. I had Healy as the 6
Yeah.
and Horley as the 8 beside him. I had Horgan on the left, H in the middle, Harry Wood, and I had Keane Levy on the right and Bemi Ruby up front.
Luke.
I have McGinty in goals. I went James Brown right back, Hickey and Sabawale as 2 centre backs, Tyreek Wilson left back, Devoy and Ocean as 2 centre mids. I went Levy in the 10, and then I went Horgan on the left, Wood on the right, and Edmondson up front.
Dazzler.
I went Enda Minogue in goal with Brown right back, Sabawale and Hickey centre half, Wilson at left back, Horley and Devoy in the midfield, Twardek out right with Levy and Rossi, and Bemi Ruby up front.
I went Watts in goal, T. Wilson right back, Subawali and Turner centre halves, Byrne left back, in the middle Jack Byrne and Barry Bagley, Levy, Wood and Horgan from right to left, and Edmondson up top, lads. But let's combine LOIB's 11 here, lads, and who we finally settled on. This is League of Irish Balls 11 so far.
I will just bring it up there so everyone can see it. It is on the screen for
No,
people to look at.
Mahely.
Can
There we
everyone
have it.
see it, lads, yeah?
Yeah, that's up on the screen for people to see.
So there we go. We've gone with Minogue, Brown, Subawali, Hickey, Wilson, Devoy, Hurley, Levy, Wood, Horgan and a Ruby as the 11.
That's solid.
Not bad.
Daz, could you stick up a little cheeky poll in there for us? Can you just put whose 11 is best, the viewers or LOIB's?
That's a bit biased, no?
Oh, well, look, let's see, because they may say that,
Would
look.
that team win the league, would it?
There's too many Dundalk players,
Probably
isn't
wouldn't beat Rovers still, would it?
No, not a Hickey centre half, no. No, look, there's no Bobby Byrne. You don't win games without Bobby Burns.
Bobby Owens.
You don't win games without Bobby Burns, lads, let me tell you. No Doyler either.
Shocking.
Yeah.
It's a snake of lady.
Shocking.
Can I just say, someone asked I had Ledridge in the team. I didn't have Ledridge in my team. I had him as just like a mention, an honourable mention. I didn't have him in my team. He was just a mention.
So there you go, lads. What do you reckon? Who are we going with? So the viewers have got 64% of the votes so far, and LOIB have got 33%. What a surprise, lads, eh? But it's worth putting it in there, lads. Who would you say out of those is the best player so far? Because we're going to have to get onto those awards, lads. Otherwise, we're going to be.
My best player of the year is not even in this. My player of the year is Matt Healy, and he's not even in the team. But look,
Unbelievable.
majority rules as they say. Like.
Yeah. Well, my player of the year would have to be Devoy.
Player of the year is Subawali out of that then, yeah.
What do you reckon? Daz, who's your player of the year?
Play of the year. I don't. So for all of these are honourable mentions as well. Honourable mention Levy, but I gave it to the boy.
Yeah.
I went Daryl Horgan. Was my player of the year.
Player of the year.
H in the mix, but look, I think you have to give it to someone who's going to win the league at the minute. Like, it's hard to not do that, and yeah, Levy would have been. He was very close, but just because Pat fell off a cliff, and Devoy's record against the Big Four is disgraceful. And yeah, H is just, look, you can't really give it to H every year. So Subawali gets in there with that team, but it's Matt Healy for me.
Fair play to you. Young player of the year so far, lads. We're going to have the rat because I'm looking at the time.
Yeah, the people watching tomorrow will like you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, we're alright. Keep going, keep trucking.
Young players, lads.
My honourable mention I gave to Victor, but I gave my young player to Marcus Strods.
Victor from Vuna all the way.
Ruby. Premier Ruby's only 21.
Yeah, I went a Ruby as well.
I didn't realise how young he was until he got called up to the 21s. I really didn't.
It's Premier Ruby, yeah.
Ruby for me. Manager of the year, lads. I think this is the landslide.
Karen Clough.
Yeah, and this is the only thing I say you probably have to give player of the year to someone who wins the league, like, given how others have fallen off a cliff. Absolutely nobody had Killer as being where he is.
Yeah.
So he's the only candidate, and just because Bradley, like, people expect him to do it. But I do think if he like falls off a little bit, then he probably won't get it at the end. But for now, it has to be Kildare, and I don't expect him to fall off. They've been that good.
Yeah, Killer.
Yeah, Kildare, yeah. I think he's done an absolutely remarkable job with Dundalk. I still don't think on paper their squad's that good, and they've done absolutely unbelievable stuff. So it's one of them ones that they're punching and probably where they probably should be. But yeah, he's been excellent. And considering, like, at the end of the season, he was basically gone that time, and then to kind of put all that aside and then to come back in, and he done excellent, and he's still doing excellent. So I do think they'll be right up there towards the end of the season. But
they were saying his man management last season. I actually interviewed Killer last year. And the lads around the place are saying his man management just got the. Yeah, I remember how downbeat Dundalk was when he went in. They were really on their knees. And he went in, and they said he's like a breath of fresh air. He's come in and just completely lifted the place.
Yeah.
So
You'd have to wonder what would have happened if you'd left that time. Like, where would they have gone?
Yeah,
Do you know, that kind of
Waterford wouldn't be relegated anyway.
Oh no, they might be doing all right.
You know, so he's done a good job. Yeah.
Might be getting a tune out of Conan Noonan yet.
Yeah.
Anyway, signing of the season, lads.
My honourable mention, your camera's gone off again. I gave to Edmondson, but my signing of the season I gave to Patrick Hickey.
my
Shank?
signing of the season for now, and if he stays on at Rovers, but look, we're here now, and I know he's maybe leaving in July, but it has to be Sabawali.
Edmondson, I'd go for you. Just the goals that he popped up with for Pats and some big ones along the way. So yeah, Edmondson.
I think Keith Buckley deserves a mention. Been absolutely fantastic for Dundalk. I'd probably go with T. Wilson so far though.
Okay.
He's been absolutely
Yeah,
brilliant for
Wilson.
Dundalk.
Although that was like, you can't have a loan player to me earlier on, but look, he's the halfway show, and if by the end it probably could be Wilson.
Yeah, he's been absolutely fantastic. Could be in many of Dundalk's players though. A lot of those have just gone in seamlessly into that side. It's been very impressive, I have to say. Flop of the season so far.
This might be unanimous, is it?
Go on, Tasla, you go.
James McLean, boy, a country mile.
All day.
And it needs to be backed up by the fact of all of us talk of how good he is and how he's not come back to the league because he's above the league and the quality of it and all this sort of stuff. He's come back and done absolutely nothing. And I hate being someone that's going to sit here and crap all over him, like, because obviously
He's coming for you now, by the way. That's going to be on his Instagram now
Yeah.
tomorrow,
fine.
I
He
think.
can call me Fat Darren if he wants to. But look, for all the talk,
I'm fully expecting to see this in the morning now.
all the talk of how big he was going to be for the league and how he was going to be the next, like, he's going to take that lightning rod of all the crap that Damien Duff took, and it was going to be, he's going to soak up all of that attention or whatever. He's come back and done absolutely nothing. Derry have been dirt. He's been a talking point only because he's embarrassing on Instagram. He hasn't done anything, and I think he's clearly the flop of the season because of all of that.
Yeah,
It's a lot for me to put me neck on the line
yeah,
and put away, but it's
No. Listen, I think
simple as.
James McLean, he's probably the most obvious one. Just considering the name and the player that was coming into the league, and he was still playing at a really good level to come over into the league. And I just don't think, like, I kind of feel, I actually feel sorry for him in a way, because he's kind of come in and then he was kind of thrown in and like centre mid, and I honestly over the years I've never.
I think he chose that.
Yeah, no, he might have and all this, but I've never in my life seen him play centre mid.
Yeah,
like
he thought he was better.
I
than he
know
was.
James, when I think of James McLean, I think of this attacking left back, right back, whatever. But he just, I don't know. Look,
No, you got to have a certain type of brain.
You can't have him,
So I'm not
obviously.
being funny if you're going
Yeah.
to be that experienced.
I called it though.
You
Yeah,
see,
It's
you
not
see,
my
yeah.
flop.
now you
Yeah.
see Wayne Rooney coming to the centre
Yeah.
mid, you go,
Yeah.
well, do you know what, he's got a footballing
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah.
Harry Kane dropped in the
Yeah.
centre mid and tried to play that role. You go, well, look, he's got a brain.
I have to think,
He's got that
yeah.
type of brain.
Yeah.
I'm not sure McLean has that.
And look, as
footballing
well,
brain.
it's worth noticing he has had obviously injury issues and all that, and playing on the Astra probably didn't help him in a way.
No,
But I also would have to wonder, like, as well, like,
see, it
how
doesn't get
much
my
is that,
flop.
you know
I
what I
agree
mean?
with it. Touching on McLean.
Yeah.
I think Roddy has said it a few times on here. Just copied what I said.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have him as a flop because I'd never
Yeah.
expect him to do anything centre midfield. So for me, he wouldn't be for me. But yeah, he thought he could go back and just play anywhere, and clearly he couldn't. But yeah, no, it's Conan Noonan for me. That's Watford spent 50 grand on him. 50 grand, and he's produced absolutely nothing. Right, the odd set piece or whatever. Like, yeah, and I think people made him as this star signing for them, forgetting that he already played from last year. So for me, to spend 50 grand on Conan Noonan, and Pats wanted him, I think Pats got away with one there.
Look, I think Paddy McLean's been a better signing than James McLean. Do you know what I mean?
Close.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I think Paddy's been absolutely excellent. I actually think he actually, like, I remember actually watching him play. Like, I didn't know, like, I have seen him play with Saigon. He was just solid, like, and then I came in this year at Derry, and I just remember the game we played against him at home. He was excellent. He was absolutely, like, he literally didn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah.
And on the ball he's quite good as well. So yeah, it's a mad one. And I just, like, I think I kind of wanted
He's still
James.
crap, by the way, as well, though.
What?
Paddy McLean's being crap as well.
I think he's been okay. Like, I don't think he's I don't think he's done anything special, but I don't think he's been bad. I think he's
He's
kind
up
of,
there for flop, if anything.
I think he's been the best Derry
I wouldn't have him
defender.
up there with
I think he's
flop.
the best Derry defender, 100%. Like, centre halves, like, your man.
No, he's not. Scottish.
Not great. He's not great. No, he's not great. But anyways, I actually kind of wanted McLean to do well, because, you know, when you see a player like that come into the league, you kind of want them to do well, but it just hasn't gone his way. And I'd just be interested to see, like, what kind of does he stick it out with them, or like what's going to happen now? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just it's a mad one. It's a mad one, to be honest.
It's hard to look past. I absolutely agree with you, Shane, that Noonan has been absolutely. I remember saying it to you. He's I've not been impressed. Everyone's hanging their out on, but you know, you get Noonan on the ball and he'll start doing. No, he's not that type of player for me. He's not that type of big out.
I play Noonan in the 10.
If you're
with
going
Anakin,
off the logic of spending money as well, Connor Carty's got to be in with a shout. They bought him off of Pats, and I have no idea who justified paying a transfer fee for Connor Carty. I'll definitely say that. Yeah, James McLean.
Yeah, fair enough then. Yeah.
If someone has that the McLean brothers should get an award for content creators of the year.
Yeah.
It's not a bad show.
Fair enough.
And someone
Social
asked,
media,
would I
yeah.
box McLean in the charity match? I don't think I could box a pizza.
I'm not sure it's James McLean's fault though.
Nah, I've seen him sparring on his Instagram. I don't think I'd want to mess with him, to be honest.
I'm not sure it's their fault, but
God.
and I'm not sure it's the gaffer's fault necessarily
Yeah.
either. To be honest with you, but there you go.
40 grand for Conor Carty. 40 grand for John Daly's man. Oh my god. Yeah, but I expected that to flop though. I probably expected Conor Newman to flop too, because I did say he was there. I backed Waterford to get relegated though.
Yeah, but they talked about Pats and everything.
Yeah,
didn't they?
exactly. Yeah, I'm
you know,
more
he's
putting
going
that down to
Pats,
what other people.
and they're
yeah.
saying, he's top player, but Bradley's not letting him go if he was going to go on the side.
No.
So
Anyway, yeah.
he'd have the legs to play in that Rovers side. So. Goal of season, lads.
I think this was between two. I gave an honourable mention to the Dougie goal against Galway, team goal, but I think there's only two real contestants here. It's Ed McCarthy against Bows or Dummigan against Dundalk to the day. Gave it to Dummigan because I think just on the technique of it, but they're two outrageous goals, by the way. Two absolutely disgusting goals. I think the Dummigan one's funny that Minogue tries to play on. Tries to play like he over the line, but that's an outrageous volley. So I have to give it to Dummigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went Dummigan as well, yeah. All day.
I think you're going to go Donegan as well, eh?
I have him on the list, but there's a couple more for me. Jack
Okay.
Byrne versus Pats in Inchicore, lovely little team goal, and then he curled it into the net. I thought that was a lovely goal. Declan McDade's chip versus
Do you know what? I
Waterford
didn't
as
even
well.
consider that. Someone said, what about Walshy's bicycle kick? I forgot all about that.
Oh,
goal.
yeah,
the
that was a fun
context
punt.
of
I forgot all about that
the
goal.
Yeah,
context
still good
of
goal,
it
though.
being like they were. I think it
think
was
that
the
was
losing
consolation,
2-0
was it,
or
in the end?
something as well. But I know, look, I like context and stuff.
Declan McDade getting that chip goal as well against Waterford, where he loved the keeper from a
Yeah, I
fair
think keeper
whack
was
out
quite
as
poor for
well.
that goal, though.
I forgot all
Quite
about that
possibly,
overhead. I
yeah. Took
completely
it well.
forgot about it.
Took
Yeah.
it well. He had a bit to do, but yeah, no, probably Dummigan.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
put a
get-
hold
go
for them
Dummigan,
three,
yeah.
'cause
So I'm
actually
going to
not
get slaughtered here for this one. I know everyone's going to say, but I think the goals like Hurley's goal was weak foot, which I
No, it
like.
was a nice finish.
Unbelievable
yeah,
goal.
class.
Same with the goal, 2 goals last week. It's the power's already on the ball for me.
Mm.
I like either team goals or I like I know technique, but as I said, the ball and the volley's already there. For me, it's Jack Henry Francis' goal up in Derry. He chops McLean on his right foot, and he has to generate all the power
Yeah.
for a standing still ball on his weak foot, which
Mhm.
very few players could do.
Yeah.
He's not left footed, he's right footed, so he has to generate all the power, and it goes in one side and accuracy off 2 posts. For me, it's
Probably the only goal you've seen
Unbelievable
from outside
goal.
the box, though, isn't it?
which
It's probably the only goal you've seen
I know
from
H
outside the
scored a
box.
few. H has 1 or 2, I think.
From outside the box, does
Yeah,
he?
he has 1 against Rovers. Yeah, just the 1, I think.
Just the one.
But yeah, no, that goal, like, look, it's not got the plaudits, but the technique of it, as I said, very few players. Hurley done it with his right foot, but the ball was on the volley, and he just like it's great goal. But for me, Jack has to get a lot more power on his weak foot, which very, 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 if any players could do in the league. So I think people could score volleys like that. If a ball comes to you, you could just smack it.
I have a poll running on it at the minute. It's
Where's Jack Henry Francis?
I just have Dummigan, McCarthy, and Walshy's overhead in the poll.
Jack Henry France not even on there.
That's
Shane.
alright.
Well, sorry, but to be fair, I put a poll up before Shane started talking, but Dummigan's at 31, McCarthy against Bowes at 44, and Walshy's at 25. So McCarthy's was winning that at the moment.
To be fair, what a goal that was.
I think it's a great goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Come
think
on
the
the turn and
torn.
everything.
He's right footed though.
Yeah.
And he just snatches that. I just like Jack's. But anyway,
Just
go on,
he
yeah.
turns at it.
Keely's goal against
He
Shells wasn't a bad one
hammers
either.
it. He's done a Cruyff turn. He's done a Cruyff turn in the middle of the
As in,
park.
he kicks it like he.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah, clip that one.
I've never. I
Oh.
don't think there's anyone else that want to watch that. I go, yeah, he snatched at that
Oh,
one.
as in he's right footed like. Yeah.
Oh my God. that's
Moving on,
excellent.
lads.
Moving on.
Right, worst defensive goal. We're going to have to rattle through these just a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit
Oh,
quicker, lads.
That's alright.
Belter.
Worst defensive goal.
And just so people don't think I'm biased, it's Spiel's goal against Rovers.
There you go.
Where he dropped the ball.
Ball's wet, though.
What was where he should have punched it, but he dropped the ball in a massive game where we were drawn, and that was to go 2-1 up against Rovers. So
You can now come out and say how you actually feel, Shane, now time's gone by.
yeah, no, that was bad. Bad. So yeah, it's the funniest defensive goal for me.
Luke?
I've gone the Dundalk goal. Sorry, Luke.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I've gone the Dundalk goal against Rovers. Tallaght went. I think it's across my corner. I can't remember
Yeah,
exactly
he
what it is. Just completely flops at it.
Yeah, he
and
threw the
drops
ball.
it
Yeah.
onto Danny Mullen, I think it is.
Yeah,
drops it
that's
in.
right, yeah.
Terrible.
I went with Ibsen Rossi's OG against Dundalk. I just think in the context of the game, he actually went down and scored a lovely goal. and then I think just not long after that, then the other end, the ball comes into the box and he volleys it into the top corner. So he snatched that. It's like it completely just shinned it into the top corner. So I just went with that one because just the context of him just scoring before that is quite funny. Like
Hickey versus Rovers at Tallaght for that opener for Graham Burke. Diabolical.
Yeah,
that's pretty bad.
That's fair enough.
Pretty bad.
Diabolical.
Yeah,
He
that was
cleared it
bad
off
as
his own
well.
man,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Woeful.
I thought he had 10 hours on the ball.
Yeah.
Adam said any of the 40 goals Waterford have conceded this season.
Fair enough.
At least he's a Waterford fan saying that, anyways.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Fair play to him.
Trying to remember my own, yeah.
Best game.
I went Bows 3-2 Waterford and Dalymount. 3-2 Bows and 3-2 against Rovers and Dalymount.
Luke.
That's me reading the thing.
I went Shells, draw at 4-3. That was just unbelievable. I just remember being in the home end in that game, and it was just like, honestly, it was mental. A 2-0, game was over, and then we scored some nice goals, but especially that kind of Keeley one was just like, it's class. Yeah, it was a great game.
I went with Galway and Waterford 4-3 in Terryland or Eamon DC Park. It's Terryland to me, it always will be. At the start of the season, what was it? I had two all I have.
It was on telly and all. That was
It was on telly.
Yeah, that's
It was-
right.
Do you
Yeah.
remember that game? We were all going, why have they chosen
Yeah,
that one down at 10?
And then it turned out to be one of
Yeah.
the
What a
cracker.
terrible
It was 2 all I
advert
have
for
to
the game.
him. It was like there was umpteen chances in the first half. There was a penalty. There might have been 2 penalties. John Caulfield got sent off. Frank Pirro came on, scored. It, like for the neutral to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was.
There's actually been a lot of games like that now when you think about it, like 4-3s, 3
But it was back and forth though.
Yeah.
Like that's just Rovers were training, Bows were training it up. Ours was back and forth with yours.
Yeah,
But I just thought that one was just an unbelievable game.
Yeah.
I had manager sent off, I had everything. It was
Class, yeah. That's fair
The
enough.
4-1 Sligo Galway, that was a great game as well. The one you were at, me and Shane were both watching at the same time on the
I
telly.
heard someone said
Oh,
Galway for.
I know that ended up being a blowout in the end, but I thought it was actually a great game of football.
You're not going to like this, Daz, and it's for different reasons. So I'm going to go 2-1 Rovers versus Bows at
Sound.
Dalymount Park. Only because the magnitude of the game was the big talk of it's the last competitive Dublin Derby
Oh,
at
shut
Dalymount
up.
Park. 5 wins for Bows in their last 5 competitively against Rovers on a Monday in the script.
Yeah, it was class. I was watching
Gonna
at
win
home.
the
It was
last
class.
one at Dalymount, they went 1-0 up. Everyone was thinking, here we go.
Big end of Stevens.
Yeah, and then
Great
95th
header.
minute, Rovers rip up the
Header,
script.
by the way.
Bullet header, like.
Oh my god.
But like he just ran at it like it was class.
Rip up
He
the
was,
so
he was
good.
about 40 foot in the air when he
Ah,
hit
it was
that.
unbelievable.
An outrageous
Yeah.
header.
Yeah, it was class.
You just rip up the script and the absolute scenes at the end as
Yeah.
well.
And
And
then
it
a
wasn't expected. And that for me is
few
fun.
handbags as well after, wasn't it? A bit
Yeah,
entertaining as well.
That's it.
wasn't
And I've
it?
not been to many good games this season, so
Yeah.
I have to choose something.
Yeah.
I can't choose any of the 54 0-0s I've been at.
Yeah.
You've been at a few.
To be fair, I did get a text about the Bows Rovers game in Tallaght of someone who was not a League of Ireland head who said it was a great game, and that was only was it 2?
That was a
Two-
good game as well, actually. Yeah, it was
Just for
2-1
football,
Rovers,
maybe
yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
was
no, it wasn't a bad
winning
game.
that,
Yeah,
but
it was a good game.
throw
It's
that
just
out
the
there.
Bows were really,
That
really
was
good.
kind of a little bit more.
On
You
their
know,
own, yeah.
you
I think the
know,
first-
The 3
it didn't
Dublin Derbies
surprise
have
me.
actually been good this year.
I think the first
Yeah, they
half.
have, yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
first half of that one Rovers were really good, but the second half Bows were excellent. They
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that game.
They've
Yeah.
actually been entertaining those 3 games.
yeah, they have.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's
Bows-
definitely Galway Waterford though. Can we get a poll up on that? Actually, that's
So what do you want me to put up?
the game of the season. So far.
So,
Give me some viewer
So-
poll, please. Let me back me up on that one.
Reese, an Irish football fan, are absolutely fuming with me. Sorry, lads. Sorry about that one.
Whichever.
Galway, Waterford,
Galway
4-3.
4-3. Yeah. We'll give Luke.
Yeah.
Is-
Finally give me something tonight.
What did you
Is-
want?
Finally give me something tonight. Draw the
Shells
Shells
3.
4-3.
Well, yeah, go Shells 3, drop the 4.
There you go. He weren't letting you have Doyler. He said absolutely.
No, you can
chance.
understand that
Then
one. I can understand that
You
one. I was just trying to throw
you
something
want
in, you know.
Bows
Needed to feel
and
involved.
Rovers, Seb?
What was that? Sorry.
You want Bows and Rovers?
Yeah, please. Actually, it might not be a good idea because there's lads that are gonna. I'll probably get death threats if you put that one in the poll.
Well,
So,
it's going in anyway. I'm putting in each of our
Okay.
selections.
well, lads, it's been lovely knowing you.
Yeah.
All right. While that's going, lads, we're going to move on to talking point of the season.
So can I start on this one?
I'm actually going to. I'll come back to you.
Okay,
Go with
alright.
Shane first.
I think it's the maddest thing I've seen in a football match, and it was when Dundalk tried to stop Kieran McEnroy being 3-1 goal. It's just mental. One of their players, backroom staff, just kicks the ball onto the pitch. Like
It's nuts, isn't it?
it's nuts. Like
We were actually blessed here that night with the amount of mad stuff that happened when we were
yeah,
watching.
well,
it's
yeah.
mental.
Yeah.
Like it hasn't got the headlines, but like
Yeah.
it's crazy. I've never seen it in football, and I probably won't ever see it again.
No.
But yeah, for me, that is my kind of mad talking point moment.
Sitting here with the popcorn, we were with that going on. Luke,
Yeah.
what's your score?
Mine would be the Waterford penalty that they got against us. I wasn't at the game, I was at home watching it, and I just remember being like, no, that's alright. and then he blew it up for a penalty. It's the worst decision I've ever seen. Like I said it after, I'll keep saying it. It's horrific, especially the time of the game as well. Like it's just obviously if it happens at any time it's bad, but especially when it happens in like the 93rd minute or 90th minute. And I actually probably thought we could have had a penalty about 5 minutes before that down the other end. I think Alua was.
Oh my god!
I think he was
100%
taken out.
Yeah.
He was absolutely
definitely.
taken out from behind in the box, and
He's only getting out of hospital from that tackle. I think.
and then we go down the other end, and that's given. And then it just says and all. Lonergan does an interview after the game, and he basically says that he didn't know how it was given. So look, at the end of the day, that's the talking point. But I could sit here and talk about that all day, and it's just shocking.
So look, it's actually worth mentioning. Jack Kearney's put in the chat as well. Hickey catching the ball was none of us have mentioned that, but that leads on nicely from what Luke said about Waterford drugs. To your point,
My talking point, I just wrote Drogheda United is what I wrote because of the Joanna Bourne situation, the flares on the pitch, the away fan suspension, the penalty they didn't get, all of the Kev interviews. I think everything that could possibly happen has happened at Drogheda this year. And I think that club as a whole has been the talking point this season. Sorry, Luke. But
okay.
I think there's just so much going on around Drogheda that has to be the choice for me. Just literally Drogheda as a whole. There's not even one of those you can pinpoint. They're all massive talking points. So just that club.
I actually think I agree with you there, Dazzler. I think all of those points just suggest that Drogheda United are the talking point
The
this
Poirot
season.
thing was mad. That was up there.
Yeah, that was nuts. Absolutely nuts. We'll move on, Luke, will we?
Throw another hand grenade over here, lads. Keep them coming.
Anything that sparks for you, Luke, we'll chuck it your way, son.
no
Hand
problem.
grenades, flares, anything like that. Anyway, we'll move on, lads. So we've had talking point. Let's talk about displays. Who's had the best display? Luke?
I'm going to go with the Drogheda one against Dundalk, the last one, the home one. I just thought the whole thing as Kev as Conor McGregor was funny. So yeah, that's it. That's the one I'd go for.
I think it's unanimous, isn't it? Well, that's the one
I just think it's funny. Like
I find that amusing, though, because Drogheda United completely distanced themselves when Conor McGregor got his hands on the cup that time.
because of Warren
And,
Davis.
Yeah, Warren Davis, and then they're doing a banner.
It was funny though. It was
with a statement that Conor McGregor
the
said.
big Kev
but-
thing didn't really look like him too much though. But the UFC gloves and all, it was hilarious as well as being like a good display. But it was funny.
Listen, it was great display. I thought it was
Yeah.
super. I thought it was very fitting. Want to give a shout out to the Shed End Invincibles at Pats as well for their Easter Rising one versus Bows. I thought that was great work. Dundalk done some nice work versus Drogheda at the beginning of the season as
they
well.
left their bed sheets at home this time. Sorry, I had to get that in.
Absolutely, why not? No, Dazzler.
I have an honourable mention, which is the Bows won against Rovers in the 3-2 win when they had this entry game with Tallaght. I thought that was class, but I think out to the MVP.
That was class.
And if we're talking about displays, I think Ben needs an honourable mention for his display versus Sligo Rovers at the showgrounds as well. He was on
Just
absolute
as
top form
individual
that night.
display, like
Yeah, just individual
actions.
display. Superb performance. Probably leads on nicely to Limbs, lads. Who are we going with?
I'm gonna go with a rogue answer here because we all know who everyone else is gonna go with.
Go on.
I am going to say it's actually Dundalk when Ed McGinty dropped the ball.
Yeah.
They just come up, played the champions, 10 men, and they scored an equaliser in the last kick of the game. I know the obvious answer only happened recently, but yeah, it's that one for me.
I remember seeing the video of that. In fairness, I'll give them that one. It was good. It was a good.
And you can't. It's hard to get proper limbs in the mono because of that stupid fence thing. So yeah, where you can actually like run down the whole steps and like the stewards are trying to stop them not going on the pitch and all. But if you actually see like the widey of like the fans, they all they all run down the steps like.
Yeah.
So it's class like.
Yeah,
And
it
as I
is
said, a team that just come up, getting a point away to the champions with 10 men for the last whatever amount whenever Leonard got sent off.
I think Rhino deserves a shout, Shane. For when Shells went 2-1 up.
Oh,
Rhino, his limbs
yeah.
were sensational that
Yeah.
night. To be fair.
Yeah.
Dazzler caught that one on camera.
Yeah. Just the chat were saying I was muted there for the display, so just really quickly, the MBB 6-4 against Rovers, the teletext one, and then the Drogheda one is what I gave to ultimately. They said I was muted for some reason, couldn't hear me. So I just wanted to say that.
That teletext one was actually really good. I never even thought of that.
Yeah, it was very good.
It's very good.
What was the question we were on there then? Sorry.
It
Limbs.
was Limbs.
Limbs. Look,
So-
obviously, I have to give it to the Rovers away end last Monday. My heart was broken, but it was like the scenes were electric. I have to give it to them.
Yeah, unbelievable stuff. Yeah, Rovers.
Yeah, I went with Rovers as well. Yeah, quality. what you want. 90 like last.
Sound.
Yeah. Last minute winner in a Dublin Derby like that. Class.
Best atmosphere.
I think that same game. I think that Bows Rovers game, I think the atmosphere was absolutely electric. Before the game, they hold me now at the start of the game. I literally nearly cried. I was like, I think as well, we're obviously privileged, myself, Deb, where we get to stand in front of these crowds when the atmosphere is happening and actually watch it and hear it properly. I think it's obviously one thing when you're in the crowd, like the likes of Shane might be, but when that chant was like, the volume was incredible, and that whole atmosphere for Bows in the first half up at 1-0, and then Rovers got back into it, and then the atmosphere at the end when they won it. I think across the board that game was electric.
Yeah, touchdown. There's honourable mention there for Pat Slims. And can't forget about that.
Oh, I forgot about our one down in Galway as well. First game of the season, 90-minute winner, Jacob.
Yeah.
That was
The
unbelievable.
Pats Chain, was that the
3-2, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there. Atmosphere, I went with Galway and Sligo. I just thought the Galway fans were brilliant. And the obvious one could be you got a Loud Derby, you've got a Dublin fake derby. But you've got, I just thought the Galway fans created. And you could tour that giving it large to Sligo. Sligo got back in it, but the Galway fans just didn't expect that from them.
They're great mob, in fairness. They're all about it. Like they even at DC Park, they make good noise as well.
They do, in fairness. Yeah.
I'd say they're good supporters. Yeah, no, it's a good call, Shane. I also should have mentioned the display as well. James McLean's homecoming. I was there for that one.
That was good.
Derry
That was good.
I forgot about that one. James McLean.
Yeah, that was a joke, Seb. Doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry, Dazzler. I didn't know if I was on mute or not.
Yeah.
But the limbs when Derry beat Sligo Rovers on the opening game in the last minute, Josh Thomas 2-1 was fantastic because it was the whole stadium erupted.
Class, yeah.
Because
You
James
forget
McLean's
these things, don't
homecoming.
you?
Yeah, I
See,
forgot
I forgot
that
about our first game of the season in Galway. It was unbelievable. Like,
I forgot about that one.
Probably
Whole
would have went with that one if
stadium
it
just
wasn't
erupted. It was fantastic. It really was. Rovers, obviously, that was a good atmosphere for Bows first up. Rovers second half. Dundalk, I think, need a shout because this isn't a derby match, but Dundalk need a shout in that mono stand versus Bows.
Dundalk.
they have enough shout-outs to just stop.
But I'm just doing it for you, Luke. Just doing it for you. I've seen too many Arsenal shirts from you in the last few weeks that Dundalk need to get in there for.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a derby match. It's easy to make noise at derby matches, I think, and look absolutely fantastic. It's easy for that. But Dundalk's travelling support on the mono gets Bows when they drew 1-0. Fantastic noise. So I think that just because it's not a derby, I'll go with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Fair enough, yeah. Derby, good point though. It's easy to make it.
Yeah, like I know.
Same way it's easy when you're going away to Sligo on a Saturday night and everyone's half locked and everything else, like, so it's easy to create atmosphere. So
Absolutely. Lads, we're going to go with the league table predictions then, and then we're going to wrap this up. So who's going to win the league? Very quickly here, lads. We don't need a half.
Shamrock Rovers.
I'm going to have to go with Rovers now just because Matt Healy's been so good.
Shamrock Rovers, Dazzler. I know you're itching to say this one. Who's going to win the league?
Pushing close.
Bohemians.
No, they don't.
You reckon?
Here, what do I always say, Shane?
You always have to back your own.
Have to back your own.
We've gone off script here, Daz, but we'll go with that.
The Bows. We'll give it the Bows. Now, look, obviously, Rovers are expected to win it. They're probably going to win it, but like, I'm just speaking from my heart here. But if we're using just the brain, Rovers.
Who's going to get Europe now? We understand that fourth may not get Europe, but we have to select fourth just in case they could. Who's going to get the other three positions in Europe?
Bows second, Pat's third, and we'll finish fourth. But Derry will win the cup.
I've gone Bows second, Pat's third, Shell fourth, and I think one of them 4 teams will win the cup. So I think whoever four will get Europe.
Same top 4. I have no idea who's going to win the cup because the draw's tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tomorrow.
We should have done this tomorrow instead, shouldn't we?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to agree with exactly what Luke said.
Fair play.
Yeah, simple as. No need to elaborate.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go. Thank you.
One to watch. Who's going to get relegated?
Watford.
Playoff, Drogheda, relegation.
Go away for me. I think playoff, just because there's too many injuries.
Fair enough.
I think Watford go down,
yeah.
and I think Sligo in the playoff based on what I've seen of them. They haven't looked great.
I think they'll have a good summer.
I think
Hopefully,
Waterford-
I like Sligo a lot as a club,
I think
but
Waterford
they
and
don't look
Galway
great.
will be in the playoff.
They're very well. They have good
Draws today.
12.
It's a good point.
Draws today.
It's a good point.
We've been live for like, what is it, 2.5 hours we've been live.
There's still people watching. This is
Oh, that's incredible. The
Absolutely
draws
nuts.
today.
right. Ones to watch,
Who
lads.
was relegated? What playoff was?
I'll play off Galway.
Oh,
And
God.
Waterford was relegated. Yeah. So
Yeah.
playoff draw to Waterford relegated.
Who's playing?
Waterford relegated, Galway playoff.
Oh, I was going to say draw.
Waterford relegated, Sligo playoff.
Sligo playoff.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
No,
One to
never.
watch, lads.
Yeah, Ryan O'Kane for me. Come back from injury and doesn't. I think he got a good goal there last week.
Mm-hmm.
And an honourable mention to everybody loves Ellis Chapman. I think Chappers is gonna.
Chappers.
Yeah, Chappers is gonna do well. I've backed him before and play him in the right position, play him in the 6 or the 10, and looks like he might get a chance in the 6. So, yeah, we're back Chappers, but Ryan O'Kane for now.
He had a good run as well the last season as well. Towards the end of the last season with Sligo Rovers as well, didn't he? Ryan O'Kane scored
Yeah.
some important goals. So
Yeah.
it's a good call. I haven't really mentioned Dundalk too much tonight, so I'm going to go with Ryan Tehan as my one to watch.
Seriously?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Shout out to Conor Bard as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been very good.
What
yeah,
I
he's
think
been
of
good, yeah.
I'd go with John O'Sullivan, Shamrock Rovers. Was with us for the first half of the second half of last season. He didn't play a whole lot, which I was kind of disappointed about because I knew there was a player there, and he's played a couple of games this season for them, and he's done really, really well. So I think he's one to watch for the second half of the season.
How's that?
I'm not going to lie, I hadn't a clue what to put for this.
Some 14-year-old for Bowles, was it? Josh Harper or something?
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? I'd love to see Josh get a few minutes. I genuinely don't have an answer for this. I'm struggling a lot. So I'm going to just say Josh Harper.
So that's someone in the chat give Daz an answer. The first one. Go on, one to watch for the
Well,
season.
someone
Wake up, lads.
Someone in the chat said, why don't we just stay live until the draw? No, for one to watch, I actually haven't a clue for it. I'm really struggling for this one. So I'll just say Josh Harper. Just for the sake of it. Because I hadn't a clue. I really hadn't a clue what to put for this. I really struggled.
Josh Harper.
Did you put balls for every single answer, by the way?
Yeah, probably did.
Probably
No,
did.
no.
Yeah.
Exactly, did.
I'm not that biased.
Yeah.
Lads, we got anything else to say before we've said plenty. We've been on for 2.5 hours. Is there anything
We've
else
said
you wanna say?
plenty.
Yeah, we've said enough.
Lads, thanks very much for tuning in. Really appreciate the donations. Make sure you hit the like button before you go. Leave a comment after the stream if you're not half asleep. Let us know what you thought of the stream. Do you agree with the chats? Do you agree with the selections? Do you agree with the awards? Let us know in the comments after the stream. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Lads, thanks very much for tuning in as always. I've been Seb, Shane, Dazzler. And thanks very much to Luke, our guest. Take care of yourselves. Good
Thanks
night.
for having
Cheers. Thanks.
Enjoy the
guys.
week off, folks.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Peace.
European draw next week.
Yes, sir. You're back on set, they can see you.
Oh, we're back on, lads. We're
back,
It's like an encore.
We're back.
It's like an encore. I've got one final
We're
joke.
back.
One
Got
more two.
got one more joke until we wrap up here, lads. No, I'm only joking. Look, we think we're going to go live as well on TikTok for the FAI Cup draw. So head over and join us there. We're going to talk about it there and discuss the draw as it comes in. All right.
Cheers.
Fair play to you.
Yes, guys. Cheers.
Now we're going to bed.
There's old Lukey boy. He's out of kit here. Luke was enjoying himself.